Okay, there we go. We are live. So share screen. Sorry, one last thing to do, and then we'll just say bugger it. We're going to go with it. But I've got a bit of news, so we'll see if that'll help once it eventually gets here. There we go. Okay, let's get this going here. But how you going, mate? Ooh, how's things been with you?
You're good, man.
Yep. No, good. Yeah, I do. So basically, like, what I normally do is this way. There we go. Yeah, normally I do tend to sort of, like I wake up early like in the mornings. But like lately I've been trying working like more like later into the into the night just because my kids I just trying to work around my kids at the moment. But yeah, but yeah, so far like it's just morning wise like I used to work like I used to get up like 4 in the morning and then like sort of work until like 7 and the kids get up. Now it's just sort of like been working later in the night and then getting up at like 6 and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just trying to adjust to family life. It's a pain in the ass, to be honest. We there, Josh. Hey, coming, Josh. You there, mate? No. You're here. So I've got you. We're all there. So I'm just trying to play with a few of my sound settings because I'm still having issues with my soundboards. Because I got this playing here, but I've been told on YouTube it's probably okay, but on X it's still playing up. But I've got a few ideas, few theories. How's that sounding on X? Is that still drowning out, or is it? Yeah, that's right. But so, one of the things I did do this weekend is that I actually made the plunge and I bought myself a brand new gaming laptop. So that's coming tomorrow. So yay me, because that way I can get this one in going. Yay! Actually, that's a good question. What did I get? I saw this one. I looked at the specs and just sort of like, no, what's a good like new gaming laptop? And I just went, okay, it's that one. That sounds pretty good. What did I get? Let me have a look here. Let's find some specs. Oh, hello. No, because I've got a mouse already. Hmm. Where is it? Where's the details? It is. Here it is. Yep. So basically, what I got a Acer Nitro V15.6 gaming laptop with an Intel Core i9 processor, RTX 4060 graphics card, NVIDIA, 512 gigabyte SSD, 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM should do it. Up, yeah, excellent, good because and also this thing's got like upgradable RAM as well and stuff like that. So I just went, you know what? I've got actually got a few plans of my own. I need a gaming rig that's going to do it. I need to make the plunge. I need to, and I don't know how I'm going to afford this thing because I just whacked on a credit card. I'm like, it's just like a do it later problem. But, but oh, am I? Oh, good. Good. That means I don't have to worry about it for a while. Yep. I think it's 2 sticks of RAM. I'll have to check it out when I get it because like the problem I got with the laptop I've got right now, it's got 8 gigabytes of RAM, but it's not upgradable. Yeah, I know. I googled it and everything. And it said like no like the 8 gigs of RAM you got in there is basically soldered to the motherboard. I was just like, well, that's not going to do me any good. So I was like, boo. So yeah. Hmm.
and the upcoming 5 to 10 years. I mean, there's nothing to worry about, of
Yeah,
course.
well,
But
that's it. Well, I mean, like with the ideas I've got, like just sort of like implementing the VeVeverse, I thought, you know what, bugger it, I'm just going to make the plunge. I'm going to make the investments. I'm going to invest in myself, invest in my vision, and pray to whatever God might be listening that this thing actually pans out. Because like I said, I whacked it on the credit card and just went, I'm going to deal with that later. But
But
anyway,
Aces is really good. I got an Aces as well, by the way.
oh, okay, cool.
So, all
Yeah,
right, let's get the show on the
let's
road,
get on
man.
the show on the
All
road.
cool
So all the cool kids are here in the house. I see like the Real Uncommon podcast is with us. I see D's with us. Chris Severs in the house. Sven, Notorious is here. Jay Green, Wes, Doctor's in the house as well. Hopefully I'm coming through nice and clear, guys. I have been having a few audio issues, but now I've got this new rig on the way. It gets delivered tomorrow. I hopefully have a new system up and running. I've got a few ideas of how to get the sound back on track, and we'll get the soundboard back in there, and we'll get the show back on track. So. I'm gonna attempt to play the intro music. If you guys can't hear it on X, I do apologize. I know the majority of the audience is on X, so I am trying to cater for you guys. Just working within my limitations until the new gear arrives. So we're just gonna have to use our imagination for a minute. But here we go. So let's get into it. Let's do that one.
The Cypher's live. Ozman collects. He's hosting dives. New digital realms with shows at 5. Web V. Read Marvel. The narrative thrives. Weekends we speak with Josh and Strides.
If you can't hear this on X, I do apologize. You can catch this on YouTube.
Handouts for those who abide. Train collecting space news. We never miss guys. V chill. Kick back. Geek modes. From car flips to comics. The spectrum lows.
Variants. Do 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 do. I'll just sing along. Da da dun 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 dun. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean that's just gonna have to cater for the audience on X until I get this thing back in control. But g'day everybody. Osman Collect 63 here, and we're back again with Web V Weekends. We're up to episode 70. We're up to 73. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I'm going to have to be my own soundboard until I cater for X. But yeah, you guys can hear me on YouTube. If you guys haven't already as well, the YouTube link should be out there on X. So please get in there. Interact with me that way. I am streaming on the Osman Collect 63 X space as well. So you can find it there if that works for you. And just get in there, let me know you're there, and say hi. And yeah, we'll get into it. But like I say, guys, this is Web V Weekends episode 73. Big thank you to everyone who's taking your time out of your busy day to come and chill in the space with me at the time of this recording. I see all the cool kids in the house. So we got Dokta, we got Richard, Holy Frijole, KeyComix. Hey, how are you, mate? Good to see you. Real Uncommon podcast is here. I say, where's Jay Green, Notorious Moonboy, Chris Savers in the house, Sven, and D, one and only. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please don't be afraid to come up to stage at any point during the show and come and talk to me, because as much as I enjoy doing these spaces, it gets rather lonely if I'm here by myself. But luckily, I'm not here by myself. I am here with none other than my fellow co-host and friend, Collectors Go on Digital. Josh, how are you, sir?
What up? What up? Chilling.
And also,
I was.
and also none other than he's had a bit of a name change. He's in disguise, but we've got Comics Xhibition, formerly known as Richard. Xhibition, how are you, mate?
it's me, guys. Richard. Hi.
Hey guys, it's me.
Yeah, man. Comics Exhibition. Dun, dun,
That's
dun.
it. And before we get into the real meaty stuff of the start of the show, I just want a big shout out to, first of all, our Web V supportership. We're now basically our community sponsor in the form of none other than where is it? This guy here. California Comics. So big shout out to California Comics. And it says here, Web V is proudly sponsored by California Comics, the world's first Metaverse comic book store. Visit their virtual store in the VeVeverse to find an extensive range of books, as well as many special mint numbers and editions, and also just for friendly customer service and for an awesome guy in our space. I do believe, Josh, you are working on an updated comic book shop for him as well. He might even possibly be branching out and bringing us some all new cool stuff. But I definitely highly encourage everyone to check that out, and yeah, definitely do so in the VeVeverse. And a big thank you to California for helping believe in the Web V, believe in myself, and also get to the comics as well, which is also my YouTube channel, and helping us out that way. And also as well, big thank you to VeVe as well. We have a VeVe supported giveaway that we're going to run at the end of the show. So big thank you to VeVe for that one as well. And yeah, now all the sponsorships now all out of the way, we can get into the fun part of the show. So Josh, Richard, hey been guys?
Busy with work, and then I happened to actually get a little bit of carpal tunnel this past week from building out that Pokemon vending machine. I wish I was kidding, but I'm actually not.
Oh, actually,
So
I was going to say, do you mean just for anyone looking on the live stream element of the show? Do you mean this Pokemon machine, which I'm just bringing up right now?
yeah, because there's so many damn elements, I had to keep clicking, and I kid you not, I got carpal, like I have a splint on my right hand because I had to just click so many damn times to make all the Pokeballs. But so yeah, been doing that, building out the shop, building out other spaces, and then just hanging out with some family.
Ah, nice. So what about you, Richard? You been up to much, mate?
No, I haven't been doing anything, but I've been working the whole week, including yesterday. So today's my only day off, and then tomorrow the week starts again. So yay for me! So no, I haven't been doing much, and unfortunately, I still have a problem with buying comics on VeVe Green. So it's all a bit
Really?
boring for me at the moment, unfortunately. Yeah, I need to wait for an update or something. That's what they told me, and I was like, all right, we'll see.
Thought
But I think
do-
yeah, I
I was
think it's
saying,
already almost.
do you reckon it's like it was like a regional thing or something, like because of where you are, or is it like did they actually say
No,
like what it could be?
I've seen people here and there. Well, the thing is, when I go to customer service, it's just somebody in I don't know, somewhere in India or something, or the Philippines, wherever. So
Right. Okay.
I'm getting translated emails back, and they all got stripper names. The last one was called Savannah.
Oh yeah.
So,
Savannah. It's like, I
but
like that.
yeah, it's a good name, But,
It's like hi there,
yeah,
Savannah.
so I just have to be a little bit patient. But I've seen people here and there, they had the same problem. So what happens for me is if I go to the website VeVe Green and I put some stuff in my cart there, and I want to go to checkout, then it starts glitching. So if I put Magic #1 in there, it
Mhm.
glitches, and then I got 3 random comics in my cart. And even if I try to buy those, then it starts glitching, and it's just a loop, and it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going. So there's something, I don't know, and it doesn't matter if I'm on my laptop or my iPhone or iPad. It's just, and it's been going on for weeks now. I think almost 2 months. So it's pretty annoying, man.
Yeah, I
But it's
bet.
the way it is. Yeah, but I've seen other people who have that as well. So there's, it's not a regional thing. It's other people as well. And I think even Rolex had some problems as well. But I think my collectibles personally assisted him. So I don't have that kind of
Oh,
pull.
okay. Not
So I just have to be patient, I suppose.
okay. Well, hopefully, it takes hopefully it doesn't take another like month or two to sort of sort itself out. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's a pretty big problem there, Vivi. We better get on that one ASAP because we need people buying our comics on like the VeVe Green side, especially now that we're all getting like the affiliate link up and running, and everyone's like got the codes all over the place. I'm seeing everybody got their codes everywhere all over X, so we've got to try and get that fixed.
yeah. The other thing is, you have to send in all kinds of stuff. So I send in screen record, and then he asked me again on what device, and it's all tiresome. And the other thing is, I wasn't very consistent, but I was writing articles about it every week about the new comics, and I kind of missed that, right? It's my comic Wednesday, so I need that back.
Exactly. Okay. Right. So, and it was that's really annoying to hear. Like I said, hopefully they get it together. Sorry, I'm just looking at some of the comments here on X. Looks like Sven's rocking a night. Actually, I think I may have the exact same. I may have just ordered the same laptop as Sven by the looks of this. Looks like he's rocking a Nitro V15 as well. So, that's interesting. So also as well, guys, don't be afraid to chuck a comment out there on X, on YouTube, or anything like that to interact with us that way. More than welcome. You're more than welcome to come up to the stage, say hi, tell me what you've been collecting, what you've been into, whether that be VeVe, whether you've been picking up anything on maybe on Candy Digital or something like that, because they've had a whole heap of DC drops lately, or just anything you can pick it up in real life. What have I picked up in real life? I should tell you what, I actually did pick up something really cool in real life the other day. I actually added to my Funko collection. Because yes, ladies and gentlemen, so Osmond Collect 63 actually has a Funko collection. And I got myself what did I get? I got a Predator number 482, which I believe is a special edition. which is a little Funko version of the original Predator for my favorite movie. So I picked that up the other week, and I thought they looked pretty cool on the shelf with the rest of my Funkos. And also as well, just on VeVe as well, I also picked up a couple of comics. Like so, the big one for me is I recently just picked up the Giant Size X-Men #1, the ultra rare Nicoretta Balderi cover. So I got that at I believe is a very good price, and it's a 3-digit number. And I just read it, and yeah, it's a good read. I didn't actually realize like how many like FAs are actually in there, and actually like they say like it's got the FA of Magica in there, and it really is just like a blink and you'll miss it moment, because it's like there's like nothing in there. Like she's got no dialogue, she's got no nothing, she's just like there.
Yeah, dude, that one is absolutely crazy in terms of FA. But she gets saved by her brother for the tractor, right?
That's right. And it's just like basically like a villager saying like, oh, your sister's back hit by a tractor. It's like, and then she's just like there in the field, like just like we think, like, what are you doing in the field to start with? Like, where's your parents? What are you doing? And yeah, she had like no speaking roles, like one of those like blinking misses. Oh, by the way, like she goes on to be like this massive like character later on down the track.
Yeah, that's a Siberian thing. Those kids just wander off by themselves.
Yeah, it's kind of like the we had the same sort of thing like in Oz, like when I was growing up in like in a big 1,000-acre farm in Western Australia, I had the exact same thing. Like my folks would just say, okay, like make sure you're back like before the sun goes down, like you, and if you need anything, just come running. But like it takes like ages like to get anywhere. Like so like when they say come running, it could take us like an hour to get back home. Very cool. What about you, Josh? Have you been picking up anything for your collections? Have you been adding to your Scotty Young wall by any chance, or have you just been head down and just building the VeVeverse?
A lot of head down building the VeVeverse, but my favorite Scotty Young I picked up this week was the Fantastic Four Godzilla cover.
Oh yeah, I know the one.
Yeah, it's a newer one. It recently dropped, but yeah, it's beautiful. And then I also I want to get a bunch of Balderi covers this week. So I want to pick up that Cloak and Dagger cover. I keep eyeing that one. I think it's beautiful. And then I also want to get the Star Wars one.
So, yeah, nice. The Return of the Jedi cover?
Yeah. So, but I've also had my eyes on the Rivals covers, and I wanted to talk about this today because we got Richard up here, and Richard, I don't know if you know, but Emma Frost is dropping, or Emma. Emma Frost.
That was on my list of talking points today, and the perfect man to talk to about it.
Hey, okay, she's a tank in the game. She's a tank in the game. All right, designers, I'm telling you, impeccable. These designers just know what they know the right design. So, I don't know if you've seen her in the game, but interesting gameplay, and there was 5 other names that got leaked as well. Smaller Marvel characters. I actually don't know any of them, so that's a whole other talking point. But yeah, Richard, what's your thoughts on Emma Stone?
Frost. Frost. Yeah. Emma Stone. I like Emma Stone as well. But man, I've been seeing the whole week in my side of it. It was basically Emma Frost week. In terms of gameplay, I don't know, but in terms of her appearance, I would say this though: Emma Frost will consider her fat. Still consider her fat, but it's like a modern kind of thing, right? She's thick, and so I've been just replying and posting here and there to people who just started to discover Emma Frost. So like the thing with Captain America, she got a whole thing with that, and so when the Hellfire Gala, by the way, huge thing, right? Because they are incorporated now in season 2 of Marvel Rivals. So that's a very big thing. And that's just something we are going to see to come back for years to come. That's for sure. But the first Hellfire Gala, she saw Captain America, and she picked up on his thoughts. So Captain America was very interested in Emma Frost. So she was just chilling with her bestie, Kitty Pryde. She goes like, Steve, are you thinking of me? And then at some point, she discovered that Captain America thought of Emma Frost as she reminded him of his mother. So
Oh, yeah, I saw
she
that.
was
I
like,
saw that.
yeah, no, it is good. So what they did, like a year or two later, I suppose, or a year, so there was a kind of a running gag in the community, right? As you can imagine, because we love that kind of stuff. So now every time Captain America is in a pickle or he needs Emma Frost for something, he has to send a code word telepathically. So he has to send a code word, and then Emma Frost comes and save the day or help them. And the code word is "mommy."
Oh,
I'll
God.
put it in the I'll put it in the comments. But that's absolutely canon now. So if instead of the bat signal, you got Captain America go "mommy," and then
That's it.
Emma Frost comes. Yeah.
The bat scene.
But
Like,
Emma Frost, yeah, I think Emma Frost like a year ago or almost 2 years ago already. I wrote a little bit on Twitter, and that's and there I explained that she's indeed all those things. So apparently in the game she's a tank now, and that's definitely her role in the X-Men as well as a team. So she can do pretty much everything. Her best role is like the strategist, just on the second line. You know, she's just sending everyone in and telling everyone what to do and how to deal with situations. That's a thing. Also in the underworld, of course, because she's big in the underworld in the Hellfire Club. That's where she makes all her money. So she's
yeah.
basically as rich as Bruce Wayne as well. But yeah, man, and she's a brawler because she can fight as well. She's not only a tank as in strong, but she's a brawler as well. And then she got her telepathic powers as well. So she's like a jack of all trades. She's very interesting that way.
Yeah, just while you guys have been talking, like I've actually had like Emma Frost displayed like on the live stream version of this, like and it's just like her roles like in Rivals, but yeah, it looks like she's tearing it up on everyone, like taking on Groot here, got Captain America, and yeah, it looks like a very interesting character. I can definitely see what you mean about looking. I actually tell you what, I'm not going to say anything because I'll probably either offend somebody or get into like
I'll say it.
a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
go on,
I was gonna
do
say,
it.
let Richard say it.
Let Richard say it. But yeah, like what Richard said. So very cool, guys. Yeah. So,
No, but that was
yeah,
my
go on.
point about how the designers are just impeccable because you obviously know what they're doing and they're smart about it because any female character in that game it's somewhat distracting. Okay, so and they do that for sales. So Invisible Woman, same thing. It's like like to Richard's point about like the thick part, like she's a tank, so they kind of had to go that route, but they made it work, and I think that they're very smart with what they're doing, but they're good at it. They're good at it. Like the designs aren't, they're obviously provocative, but they're nice too. So, but
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
she has more clothes on in the game than in the comics. She's that
That's
one
true.
person who barely wears any clothes. So they actually put more clothes on her for real, no cap.
I'm just trying to find out what was Rich. You definitely be able to answer this later. What was her first appearance? Which comic was that one?
Uncanny 129. So the
129,
same time
that's
with
the
Kitty
one.
Pryde.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I
she was
just trying to find it so I can display
was
it on screen.
she was introduced as a villain, and she was trying to. So basically, the X-Men. So you got multiple mutant groups, right? Most people know the X-Men, of course, and you got the Brotherhood, but then you got Emma Frost.
There you are.
She's running her own team and her own schools as well. So there was a new talent in town, and it was Kitty Pryde back then. So they both. Went into to a race with each other to try to recruit Kitty for the team, and then Emma Frost just decided to do it in a villain way and just try to kidnap her, and she kidnapped her the whole X-Men kind of thing, and that's where also the romance kind of start with Kitty Pryde because he was a bit smitten on Colossus because Colossus saves her and he does it in such a knight in the shiny armor as well.
Right.
And Storm she saves the day and she takes her under her wing, and that's where the relationships between Emma Frost and Kitty also starts, right? So they start as enemies, and she was very young. She was like 14 or something, Kitty. So when she thinks of evil, she thinks of Emma Frost, just like a Cyclops of a Jean Grey as a teenager. When they think of evil, they think of Magneto. So Emma Frost was basically Kitty Pryde's Magneto, and then years later, Emma Frost she's a teacher in Genosha, and then she loses her whole school because of the genocide,
That's right.
and so that was already a moment that she was starting to be better. But from that moment on, she's part of the X-Men. And the thing I always say, that you got Professor X and you got Magneto. They got their philosophies about the world and mutants and their place in it. So Professor Xavier is, of course, for coexistence, and Magneto is, of course, to dominate the human
Yeah.
species. Otherwise, it will be done to them. And Magneto is right, but that's so. And then you got a third one, and that is Cyclops. The Cyclops is not like some weird a love child of Professor Xavier and Magneto. But, he's his own man. So and he actually in a time when they needed a leader the most, it was Cyclops who stepped up, not Professor Xavier, not Magneto. It was Cyclops who was leading everyone, and he actually rose above them and even united Professor and Magneto for the cause of the mutants, and they followed him. So that's saying something. So you got those three, and I always say, there's a fourth one, and the fourth one is Emma Frost. And the interesting thing about those intros I'm seeing about Marvel Rivals, even if I don't play it, the first thing when we see her, she is saying to me, my X-Men. And that's telling me, yeah, man, they definitely going to lean towards that in the future as well, because there's going to be an Emma Frost solo comic. There's going to be a set, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years ago when she was still a villain. So that annoyed me, but because she's been a hero longer than a villain. But seeing Marvel Rivals and her is going like it to me, my X-Men. It's like, yeah, man, hell yeah, and I think she's going to play a huge part in the upcoming years. Not in the first movies, but after that, yeah, absolutely. Her, Kitty, Magic, they have such a strong fan base, and they are going to try to kick that shit into the mainstream. Definitely, yeah.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Like just looking on the VeVe market, if you're looking to pick yourself up an Uncanny X-Men number, number 129, they've got some commons going on the floor for a gem. There's some uncommons going for a gem 50. The rare is going for $3.99. The ultra rare is going for 9 gems on the floor, which is an absolute steal. And the secret rare is going for, if my computer's going to let me, 30 gems. So if you're interested in picking yourself up the first appearance of Emma Frost, Kitty Pryde, and others, those are available there and ready to go.
Dude, look at that ultra rare and that rare, man. That one looks sick. And by the way, the original. So this one is of course a digital version, but I mean the original version of the VeVe version. So I'm talking about the UR. That one is sold actually. So I saw someone in the community, and he knew the artist who made this one. Yeah, the ultra rare.
This one,
so the pencil version of that one, the real version, someone has it, someone bought it. So that is very interesting. And when I saw it, I was like, yeah, heck, man, I want to buy that one for sure because this is one of my favorites. But yeah, man, I was like, dude, I can send you a DM, but I don't think they're gonna accept my offer, because I don't have that kind of money. But so somebody has that.
Well, I've actually got a message here from is it Atomic Z06 says I have the lowest public mint of that comic, 216. Remember those days? Oh yeah, very cool. So congratulations to you, mate.
Dude, that's absolutely crazy. I love this one. I love this. This one looks so good, and it nails their characters as well because Kitty Pryde, she's like enthusiastic, and she it also explained the powers because she can destroy tech. There's a thing a lot of people don't know about Kitty Pryde, by the way. Just with Spider-Man, it's like a lot of times it's forgotten that Spider-Man is actually a scientist, right? So and with Kitty Pryde, she's a techie. She can she understands that tech way better than the average person. So she's always making stuff in the danger room, or if something is broken, she get that solder iron out, and then she starts fixing things, and she can disrupt the technology. So like Sentinels, there's no problem for her. She's just phased through them, and then they're gone, except for things like Nimrod or Bastion, of course. But
No, very cool. And also as well, guys, that brings you to our VeVe supported giveaway, which seems like a very good way to sort of segue into that as well, guys. So, if you want a chance to walk away at the end of the show with the VeVe supported giveaway, all you got to do is jump over to the Web V Collective's YouTube channel and put in hashtag Emma Frost. And that is going to be running our StreamYard giveaway tools, going to be running in the background. Get the hashtags in. It's also valid on X as well. Just make sure it's on Osmond Collect 63's X page, and it's the live streaming element, not the chats of this particular chat. Otherwise, the StreamYard picker tool won't pick it up. And yeah, guys, we can get involved that way, and we'll run that at the end of the show, and hopefully someone will walk away with a VeVe supported giveaway. And big thank you for VeVe for that one. There you go. I got one entry, so I know it's working. Fantastic. And here we go. Look. Shankster's the first one in there. Fantastic. So thanks for dropping in, Shankster. So yeah, so we'll have that running in the
speaking of the
yep.
Speaking of the Emma Frost Rivals talk, I also pinned up a new Peach Momoko cover for Psylocke that's gonna be dropping. I don't know if it's dropped already, but that's the physical that she posted on her Instagram.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find it.
It's pinned to the top.
Okay, I see.
That one is already dropped because it's the #1 of Rivals. So, but I don't know if it dropped on VeVe as well. So maybe you can find out.
Oh, is this one on VeVe? I can't.
No, I don't know. Because we only get 5, right? And I can imagine Marvel Rivals has like 16 variant editions. You know, you got like 8 different ones, and then you got 4 virgins, and then 4 extra special, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what though? You have me questioning this now. I think it might have actually dropped. One sec, let me confirm this.
That's all good, mate. All good. Speaking of the Marvel Rivals drop, did you guys happen to get a chance to get the comic before it sold out?
Nope, but I'm happy he's doing really well. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know anything about this story, by the way. Is it like a sort of contest of champions kind of thing or something?
I haven't had a chance to read it myself, but we had Mahalo come up on the Wednesday show and talk about it, because apparently the Peach Momoko SR was a very hot property. We reckon there's a lot of speculation about how high it could possibly go in the market, but not.
Yeah.
But sorry, just before we get into it, we got a speaker that comes off the stage. It's none other than KeyComix. Hey, how are you, mate?
Hey, what up, guys? Hey, what up, Oz? Thank you. 73rd Space and counting. Let's get it. Xhibition. Josh, what's good? Hey, that one's a Chicago con exclusive, C2E2 exclusive. It is coming out. That is a Trinity exclusive.
Okay.
So you have to if you wanted to be like the first 200, you had to get their Batman Hush variant, and then whoever the first 200 were, they get first dibs on the first 200 of those. But it's a 888 run. I don't know if VeVe is going to have that on the app, but because it's a Trinity exclusive, I do know that they are not giving to. It's just exclusive to Trinity. So I don't think it'll be on any app except the Trinity app. This is new. Yo, hey, I was at WinterCon, and I'm not bragging, right? It's good to know people, in high places.
Yeah, of course.
And I met up with the dude who runs Trinity. His name's Matt. He's cool as hell. And he's like, "You want to see something?" I was like, "Yeah, man."
He's like, "Hell yeah, I want to see something."
Yeah, man. And he was like, "Look," I was like, "Yo, this is different." Yeah. So I mean, aside from like her work that she's been doing, I just look at like what she did here, and I mean, John Lee can go more in depth on this art and just the style. But it's like hers, in my opinion, it's like her Psylocke and Jim Lee's Psylocke put together, which is pretty freaking crazy. But yeah, man, this is awesome, and I want to get on this Rivals tip because I think it's one of the hottest things that Marvel has going on for them right now, and just video gaming. And maybe you guys want to touch on that, but
yeah, go for it.
I was just chatting about this because Art Germ, if you go on Nerdcrawler, it's an app where some artists are on there. him being one of the prominent artists that are on there, they sell their art, and he has a magic cover for Rivals. And right now, look, I ain't never seen this before, guys. Like, this is weird, but right now there's 2 days and like 4 hours left in the auction. But right now, just for uh and it is a full sketch on a comic, on a blank comic cover, and it's really, really beautiful. But right now it's like at almost $8,000, and
Oh wow.
we're not even done. And that's for a comic. That's just for a
There it
comic
is.
cover. Hey, look, man, that thing right there. I already, like, somebody in a chat said I put a bid on it and it's already at $3,300. And when he said that, I was like, that thing's going to like $10,000, $12,000. And what's crazy is that it might go higher, and that's just, I would say that has to go with the artist, but it
Mhm.
also has to go with gaming and the hype around gaming. And
Oh,
I wanted to bring up one thing too, because we have another game coming out that's going to be pretty hot. I think pretty hot, really.
ooh. Well, what could it be?
Oh, but can we get on the Grand Theft Auto talk? Maybe, yo, chill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did see very, very briefly that they dropped like a new trailer for is it Grand Theft Auto number 6? Is it Vice City they're targeting?
I don't know if there was a new trailer. I haven't seen the new trailer. But there's also a new game that's going around that looks like GTA, which you might be thinking of. I can't remember the name of it, but it's it's like an indie game studio that's releasing it, and it looks like it's targeted around like a more modern California with like robots and stuff. But now you got me curious about this new GTA trailer, because I feel like I would have heard about that if it dropped.
I know. I thought.
But about that Rivals cover, real quick.
Yeah, go on.
Because so Psylocke, the rival Psylocke did drop on VeVe. It's Psylocke number 5, and there is also another Peach Momoko Psylocke cover for Psylocke number 5 as well. It's the ultra rare. If you guys want to take a look at that.
Is it Psylocke number 5? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let me see if I can find it now. So Psylocke. Oh, because I can't spell, so that's better. Give me a second, guys. I need to try and remember how to... My grammar is horrible. How do you spell Psylocke?
It's not your
Psylocke is
grammar.
PS.
Yeah.
ILOCKE. Yeah. KWANNON. Quanon.
Yeah. Look, this is great. I'm like displaying my illiteracy like live on like streaming.
Braddock. Do Braddock.
Braddock, hang on. Psylocke. This is probably not gonna work.
No, that was a joke. That was a joke.
Yeah, just Braddock, yeah.
Just type in number 5 and
Hang on.
scroll.
I got Braddock. Let's try this. But how you been anyway, Key? Like, they've been keeping well?
So PSILOCKE.
I think I've got it now. Hang on. If I do this and then do this, there we go. Okay, Psylocke number 5, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Bringing it up now. So we've got the Rivals cover, and we've got the Momoko cover, which is one of the kimono variants. Oh, these are nice covers. Oh, so if you are trying to speak, Key, like you are coming in very, very faint.
Yo, chill. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. I don't really have anything to say. My mic was on. I'm sorry.
No, okay, that's right. I thought you were trying to speak and you were getting like lost in like the X-verse or something like that. Elon's trying to kick you out. But it's all good. But yeah, right now we're looking at Psylocke number 5, the variant cover. So yeah, we've got the Rivals cover. We've got a nice looking Momoko cover there as well. And yeah, very cool. Prices aren't looking too bad either. We've got 9 gems and 99 frags for the Rivals cover. and 49 gems for the Momoko cover. No, very nice. Was there anything else that anyone wanted to add about these covers before we move on to something else?
Yeah, well, everyone should read Psylocke because it's shaping up to be the best series as Marvel have as of now. I mean, we got Magic, but Magic is only three issues in, and Psylocke is already at number 6 now. So you can say a lot more about it, but dude, Psylocke is amazing, man. It's such a strong series. I mean, and we got Storm going on. Gina Phoenix is still going good as well, but he got so many comics now. And you know what? The funny thing is, there's a running gag in the community. They always say the best X-Men are the women, right? But with all those series we have now, Magic and Emma we're going to get, and Psylocke, and we had Mystique, and we had Dazzler, and it's all women, man. And I'm all here for it. I'm all here for it, man, because they are awesome. They are some of the most interesting characters, and I'm very happy that sometimes I have a problem with Marvel that they flood all the shelves because they just bring out so many books. But in this case, Psylocke is a really rock solid book to read, man. And they just delve in more about the whole who Quentin actually is, because for years, of course, Psylocke was Betsy Braddock, and now finally they made it right. She's in her own body now, and so they you can. She was always cool, but I mean, she's a hot chick with purple telepathic powers, and she's a ninja. I mean, what's not cool about it, right? But, yeah, absolutely. So, but they really expanding her lore now. So this is not such some throwaway book. It's yeah, maybe it's going to be a modern classic. I don't know. But so far so good, man. Look at all those covers, man. How awesome does she look?
I know. I'm just pulling up. Was it Psylocke #1? Just the different variant covers.
That is another. Yeah, that is an art gem, by the way.
Yeah, that one
there
there.
Must be. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing we've got an art gem. I'm not sure what. I don't recognize the other artists, but yeah, that one there definitely looks very art gemish. Sorry, but yeah, they're looking very, very cool. Yeah, just to remember, I know when I first got introduced to Psylocke. Now, what was the first thing I got introduced to? I think it was actually one of the X-Men games. I think it might be on Super Nintendo. It was which one was it? It was a side scroller one, like Turtles in Time. It was like I think it might have been like Age of Apocalypse or something like that. But it was basically Psylocke, like in the basically the purple gout that we see in this one now. And then also we had her basically being portrayed by Olivia Munn, I think it is, in X-Men Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, Olivia Munn. Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah, she was one of the villains.
That's right. Again, very comic book accurate with not displaying much.
No, yeah, and the thing with her was she rejected a role before that because she didn't want to be sexualized. And then, like a year or so later, she plays Psylocke. It's like, all right, you know you.
Very cool. Josh, did you have anything to add to this at all, or are you just like, yeah, I'm cool?
No, it's cool to know that I actually kind of understand what you guys are talking about for once. So getting into comics is helping.
No,
awesome
excellent.
to hear, man. Awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know the other 5 characters of Marvel Rivals that's coming in?
I'm actually trying to find that as we speak because I had the list on me this morning. I'll hop back up here if I find it, but there's like a whole list of characters. But to your point earlier about how, like, because I heard you talking about Magic and stuff like that, like she's a character I didn't know of before Rivals, and same with Jeff, and same with Squirrel Girl, and all these new characters that are getting leaked that I've never heard the names of. Like it's just gonna like rinse and repeat that same cycle, which is so cool because you're now gonna see Marvel, not like, well, Marvel's going to introduce those smaller characters to people like me who have never heard them before through that game. And now they're going to be able to, I'm going to start picking up these characters on VeVe because I'll probably notice them in comics and things like that. So the future of that game is just insane to me. It boggles my mind. And the Hellfire Gala is the next season in Rivals. just to build off of what Richard was speaking about. And that starts in like less than a week now. So if anyone wants to check that out.
Ooh,
Yeah,
very cool.
when that comic dropped, Hellfire Gala on VeVe, you can still get it for cheap, by the way. Also, the secret rares. I think it's the Marauders, and it must have been number 16 or 21 or something like that. Doesn't really matter. But that one went for cheap because people didn't really know what it was. So I picked up mint number 616 for a couple of bucks, man. You got it.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I got it for 40 or something or 50. I was like super happy with it. It's like, oh damn, the Hellfire Gala, I got one. So, but yeah, the smaller characters like Squirrel Girl and like Kamala Khan and that sort of characters, they Marvel's been really trying to push those characters for years. So there's really a machine behind it. It's trying to get new characters in there. Or characters like Magic. Yeah, see, that one is just organic growth, I suppose, because she was known and interesting, but she was she died somewhere in the mid 90s because of the legacy virus, and then Colossus he sacrificed himself. Colossus came back somewhere in 2003 or something,
That's right,
2004
yeah.
with Astonishing X-Men, and Magic came back. I think it was around 2006, and they sort of reinvented her. And even though it's already 20 years ago, back then manga was already popular, so they sort of put a manga filter on her, with the sword and everything, and the big sword, of course. She always had that sword, but now they made it big and everything. And then through the years, because she's such a fun character, and then people became really big fans of it. Already coming from she's actually a New Mutant. She's from the New Mutants, and now it's in the X-Men. And then she did the whole part with Cyclops during Revolutions. And so she's basically seen as Cyclops' little sister, but at the same time, when Magic goes astray, because she's dealing with a lot of stuff, right? And so
Yep.
sometimes that darker part of hers that takes over, and then they have to deal with her. But if you have to deal with Magic, man, dude. So she was doing stuff, and then Psycho's like, all right, we need to talk to Magic, and then they just came in, and they were like, I don't know, 45 people. They were like the whole of the X-Men, half of the Avengers, whole Shield was there, and she's just sitting there at the table. It's like, and then Cyclops steps up because he's going to talk to her. It's like, oh shit, man, they're bringing all the big guns, just to have a little talk. Yeah, she's super dangerous, man. Like the same thing with Kitty Pryde, right? When we were reading that X-Men with the fall of X, and then
Oh yeah.
people who were in the comments with the get to the comics, and then everybody's like, holy shit, I
Yeah, I
didn't know
know.
this. Like, yeah.
I know she's
Yeah,
like like phasing like grenades into people's chests and putting like guns in heads and stuff like that. Like she's like she ain't messing around, man. Like she wants to mess you up, man. She's gonna do it in very creative and very brutal ways.
Yeah, she's hardcore, man. And that's the fun thing about Marvel, because you basically have never-ending content. You got so many characters, man. There's easily 50 X-Men characters. Most people here, even if they're not fans, they already know 10 or 20 X-Men. That is saying something, right? It's insane.
That's what I was just going to say. I just found an updated list of the leaked characters. So
What you got?
the first one in alphabetical order, we have Angela.
Yeah,
Beast.
dude. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry to
No,
interrupt
go
you.
ahead.
Because let's take
Go
them one
ahead.
by one. Because Angela, she is, she's from Todd McFarlane, Spawn.
Oh
So
yeah,
Spawn,
yeah, I know that one.
yeah, and he hired Gil. Oh shit, what's his name? He's in a lot of trouble now. Gil, he did Sandman and everything.
What's it? Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
So he created Angela, and then Todd McFarlane and all those guys, Jim Lee, they started their own shit because they didn't want to deal with Marvel anymore, because they want to have the rights to their own character. And then Todd McFarlane pulled the same kind of stunt with Neil Gaiman for Spawn. So for years and years, they were going to court about the character Angela. And then after years, New Gamer won, so he got the rights back, and he got a lot of money out of it. And then, out of spite, he sold that character to Marvel, and now she's an Asgardian.
That's right. Yeah, I
Dude,
remember.
that was
I
awesome,
remember
right?
that's right because they were spinning it like she's like the lost sister of Thor or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, but she's actually from Spawn, from
That's
from
right.
Topic 4, and it's super cool.
Oh wow, that's very cool.
No, there you
Threw
go, guys.
that out of nowhere at the end there. Angela. Okay, next one is Beast.
Oh yeah. So was this from season 2? Was it Josh?
What do you mean, season 2 for
Sorry,
Rivals?
yeah. The list that you're reading from, just so I've got like a live stream element I can bring up here, just for everyone looking on X or on YouTube.
It's type in on Google leaked Rivals characters games radar.
Beats. Characters, games, radar.
It's not showing photos or anything. It's just a list of names. But
Okay. Just so I've got an up.
Here's an interesting one: is Blade, because Blade is technically in Rivals, not as a character that you can play as an NPC.
Here we go. Go away.
So it's very likely he's going to be added probably sooner than later. I would think.
That's it.
Next one is Captain Marvel. Yeah, did you find it?
Yep, I've got it right here. So yeah, Angela Beast, Blade, currently in the game as an NPC. Oh, they're ever going to be one, Blade. Love it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Then we have Captain Marvel, Colossus. Richard, just stop me whenever you want to add some. Crystal.
Yeah, man, I got something to say
like,
about everyone.
He's probably got loads to say. And also, if anyone else out there has got anything to say, like out there on YouTube or X or listening to us live as you're doing the school run, doing the dishes, housework, whatever you might be doing on your busy Sunday, please don't be afraid to come up and say hi and tune into the conversation as well. Key, if you're still there as well in the background, mate, feel free to jump in at any point as well. If you've got something to throw into as well, mate, well, the more the merrier.
Oh yeah, man. No, man. I'm enjoying the space, man. Right now, I'm just I just dove into to Absolute Batman #7. Gonna get a FA Mr. Freeze, and right now, and that's coming out next week. And
Ooh, nice.
right now, I'm diving into ASM1. They're rerunning it. New Peter Parker story.
Ooh.
And should be interesting. Inside panels look amazing. Stories so far so good. And we have Spider Boy appearance, and he's no longer a boy. So that's pretty dope. Yo, chill. Finally. And we'll see what but right now I'm in the middle of it. But something to look forward to if you're a Marvel fan. You get to look at Peter Parker in a different spotlight. So yeah, I like what they're doing with this. I'm not saying they're following what DC did, but I mean, actually, I don't think they really are, because I think Marvel did start off with Ultimate Spider-Man and then Ultimate Black Panther, and then DC followed suit with Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Man. So yeah, man, now we got an ASM run, ASM, Amazing Spider-Man run, new one, and yeah, looking forward to it, man. I like it now, man. That's what I'm like. Hyper modern books are where it's at right now, and I was just talking about that earlier in the space today because I couldn't go to sleep. But yeah, it's these hyper modern books, that are the business, and it gives us as fans, if you're in your 40s and like myself, and never got into comics back in the days like myself, then you have a new path with these superheroes and villains, where they're giving them their own stories now, or different stories, and they can now become your Spider-Man. It doesn't have to be from the past stories about Spider-Man and even Batman, and so it's cool, man. Black Panther. So yeah, starting to see it now, man, and I like it.
Very cool. So I'm just bringing this part up here. Yeah. So very cool, guys. Yeah. So go back to
I just wanted
Yeah, sorry, go
I
on,
just
mate.
wanted to add something about. Well, most people know all those characters that coming in. Those first five Josh
Mhm.
mentioned. Beast is actually kind of interesting because his superpower is intelligence. Actually,
Okay.
and the other thing, what he has is a second mutation, and second mutations were introduced by Grant Morrison with Emma Frost. Emma Frost, she survived Genosha because of her second mutation, and she was the first one who had that. And then her second mutation is that she got diamond skin, and that's how she survived Genosha. And the other thing, well, everybody knows all the other characters, but Crystal, I think most people don't know who Crystal is. And Crystal, she's an Inhuman.
Mm.
She is, or she was, I think, because, but I don't know how all those relationships goes in
Yeah.
Marvel, man.
So
There's too much to keep up. But
she's the one, not the one with the hair. That's Medusa. She's the one that can
yeah, she's the sister of Medusa.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, is she the one that can teleport, or she can I can't remember.
I know her. I know her as the wife of Quicksilver, and so you got
Okay.
after House of M, you got a series called Son of M, and there's a depowered Quicksilver. And Quicksilver is a bit of a mess up. He's and so he's trying to make amends with his past and everything, and then he goes to his wife, who is a strange wife, and try to reconnect with everyone, and they got
Yeah.
the daughter and everything, and they got
So
a
you got-
brutal scene with Spider-Man, by the way. That's he's sitting on the ledge, and he's basically is ready to jump off Quicksilver, and Spidey just basically goes like, "Yeah, man, go ahead."
Yeah.
So that is really out of character of him, but yeah, that's an interesting part.
That's good to know though, because Quicksilver is also on this list, and Rivals has the team up ability. So if they're both in the game, they'll likely have a team up ability together if they're husband and wife.
Oh, that is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely are strange, but maybe already divorced. I don't know. We have to see.
And then after Crystal, we have Cyclops. We have Deadpool.
Oh.
That's going to be a fun one.
That's gonna be a lot of fun. It's like hashtag bang 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 bang.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait for the narration on that character. Emma Frost. Gambit.
Yep. Gambit. He's gonna be throwing cards all over the place, more than likely.
Here's an interesting one. Hit Monkey.
Now that's gonna be fun. I reckon he's gonna be annoying as hell because he's gonna be like so small and like hard to hit.
Yeah, that's going to be like a competitor to Spider-Man or something.
Yeah, he was super annoying in Marvel Contest of Champions. Hitmonkey. He's super annoying in it. He was like, ah.
And it's like, ah.
We
Also,
have the FA of Hit Monkey on VeVe, right?
That we do. Yes,
comic?
we do. Let me just bring it up real quick for everyone who's watching the live stream version of this. We have got Hit Monkey. What's that going for? That it's been a while since I checked out Hit Monkey. Let's have a look. Come on, work. Let's try Monkey. There you are. Nope. Here we go. Hit Monkey. Right, Hit Monkey number 1. Hit Monkey number 1, ladies and gentlemen, is currently going for 1 gem and 25 frags on the floor for the common. We got 2 gems and 22 frags for the uncommon. We have got 11 gems and 97 frags for the rare. And the ultra rare is going for 15 gems and 81 frags. Not bad at all. And the secret rare is going for 228 gems on the floor. And I do believe, I think this was one of the first comics when they started doing the 10,000 edition run.
Yeah, that sounds right. Somewhere around there.
So there you go, guys.
Can someone explain this though? The next one on the list it says the Hood, and then in brackets it says maybe Ghost Rider. So is that the same person? Just it might be like a different name.
No, it's not. But I think it's because they use scrapers to get those information. And so I can only imagine that the information they got leaned heavily towards the Hood, and because it must be some kind of demonic kind of thing, I suppose. So it could be both ways. I think that's how they meant it.
Yeah.
Very good point.
Also, I'm pretty sure the Hood is going to be making an appearance in the upcoming Ironheart TV show as well. centered around what's it? Riri Williams from Black Panther 2.
Yeah, and then he was in What If, the Hood.
That's
or the
true.
Hood
Yeah.
itself.
Yep, that's true. So very cool. So who else is on our list, Josh? Who else we got?
One second.
this-
No, I'm just.
This is fun. I'm enjoying this conversation. It's something a bit different than we normally do. Like normally it's like straight to the VeVe stuff, but this is nice. Like have something a bit different. We don't normally cover gaming overly often, so it's a nice change of pace. I mean, like once we finish up here, we could even jump over some film and TV news and then jump into the VeVe stuff, because having a VeVe supported giveaway, we probably should mention VeVe from time to time. But in case guys you want to get you want to get involved in the VeVe supported giveaway at the end of the show, make sure you get your hashtag in #EmmaFrost. Which is live there on the YouTube element of this show on the Web V Collective's YouTube channel. The links are out there in the description. Like, follow, subscribe, all that jazz. It's also streaming as well on my X page as well, Osman Collect 63. Just make sure it's on the live stream element of this show. Otherwise, the StreamYard Picker tool won't pick it up. Currently, I've got 8 entries. I would love to have more, but if you guys don't want free stuff, that's totally cool. That just means more for everyone else who's entered. But let's move on. So who else have we got on our list?
Next is Jean Grey.
Jean Grey.
And then we have, and forgive me if I'm pronouncing these wrong, is it Jia Jing, or are those J's silent?
Yeah, I have no idea who this person is. But
I don't know either, so.
Well, she is Chinese, so man, you just go full in it.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, that is a smaller character, but I have seen her, but she's recently she's not that old. I think she's from the
Okay.
10s or
Hang
something,
on.
but she's not a big character though.
No, it's just I've just
Yeah, see, those are the ones that interest me most, is the smaller ones.
I've just
Yeah, it can be.
oh, Sprite. Apparently, it's a Sprite according to the Marvel database. So Jing Jang Earth 616 apparently is a Sprite.
Right.
Yeah, Sprite. What's a power? Let's have a look here.
Is that a code name?
Yeah, it must be. Unusual features. She's a fairy, insectoid appearance and wings. What's her powers? Let's see what her powers are.
Yeah, she's like a
Attributes, here we go.
fairy, and
Yeah,
she
powers.
got hardened skin.
That's right. Yeah, Jin is a new mutant activated after the. So Jin is a new mutant activated after the Phoenix depression and has displayed the following mutant powers. So yeah, fairy insectoid physiology. Jinja has rocky blue skin and fairy insectoid wings, which enable her to fly. She's got metamorphosis. She possesses rock hard skin that can morph as she sees fit, making her hands bigger. So she's got super strength as well, enhanced endurance. And fun fact, she's multilingual. Sprite speaks English, Chinese, and now Krakoan. Very cool.
Huh.
So there you go, guys.
Yeah,
Fun,
she
fun
speaks-
facts, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, that is a big thing. She speaks Krakoan because there's only one person who can speak Krakoan. They can all read it, but no one can speak it. So that is actually a huge thing.
Ooh,
So
big-
you're dropping some alpha, man.
Oh, big
You're
flex,
dropping
big
some
flex. There you
alpha.
go, guys. I was just dropping alpha. Like that's a first. Like no, normally it's you dropping all the alpha.
Yeah, man. I didn't know that because the Doc made it with the Krakoa itself. So they got that. They can read it because they implement it, but nobody speaks it except for Doc. But it's more like in a sort of telepathic way. Well, Doc, he speaks every language there is, so he can just decipher. Well, his name is Cipher, so he can just decipher by
Yeah.
either by body language or the way they move. He just understands that language like Forge just understands technology. He just sees it.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
naturally flows into his head. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Who else we got on our list? Just for anyone who's joining us right now, we're basically just going over the list of it's basically the leaked list of who's potentially coming in the next it's basically the upcoming heroes, heroines, and villains of a Marvel Rivals. So who we're going to see coming soon if you're into Marvel Rivals at the moment, because it's the hot topic at the moment.
Yeah, next one on the list is Jubilee.
Now we all know Jubilee.
Who is that?
Who's that? It's like pew 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 fireworks. or maybe like a vampire, like because she did go through a vampiric stage at one point. Is she
Yeah, well, for years.
is she still a vampire, or has she been cured?
She's a mother. That is actually already a long time ago because time goes fast. But after she was a vampire for I think a good chunk of time, like 3 or 4 years in real time. And after that, she adopted a kid. And then they went to this sort of alternate world kind of thing. It's a sort of nexus point,
Yep.
and in there, he became a dragon because apparently that's how that world works. If you just want to be something, then you are that in that world. So her little baby was this huge dragon for the whole time.
Okay, just a
So,
bit different.
Yeah. Yeah, and Miles Morales is the new vampire kind of thing slash zombie things. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah, because the last I saw of that, like he got like vampirized in like the Blood Hunter run, didn't he?
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yep.
so he's the new Jubilee.
Okay. All right, so we've got Jubilee and
Yeah, next up we have Locust and MODOK. MODOK would be
MODOK.
a very interesting character to play as.
Yeah, MODOK was super annoying in Marvel Contest of Champions as well. I just hate that guy, man. And he's just annoying every time I see him in the comics as well. He's seriously super evil. And what was the movie Ant-Man? Yeah,
Oh,
that was
yeah,
a
yeah.
bit of a bummer.
Yeah, with the big
Yeah,
head.
because it was kind of funny, but they used him as a sort of side character, and I think MODOK has a bit of more potential. I'm
Now-
just trying to remember what his name stands for again. Isn't it something like
it's like,
mass murdering?
Yeah, mass murdering. Wait.
Designed for killing.
Hang on, I can find it. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, it's basically like along the lines of like what's a thing designed for mass killing. It's not very pleasant, ladies and gentlemen. Not very pleasant at all. Let me see if I can find it. MODOK.
And the thing,
It stands
yeah,
for.
the thing with it.
Here it is. The mental, mobile, mechanized organism designed only for killing. So
Yeah, only for killing,
Only
yeah.
for killing. So not very nice guy.
And the thing is, he's actually quite smart with his. He plans everything out, and in that movie Ant-Man, he's just a side character. I don't know what did he do actually. He was just stupid, man.
Yeah, he was
Well,
very
yeah.
underutilized. Hang on, let me just bring this up
Yeah.
on the live side. Here we go. Is it gonna come?
And you
up?
know what? It's okay. Sometimes they cannot nail everything. They decided to do
There we
the comedy bit, and it didn't really work, and that's okay.
There you go. It's up here on the live screen part of it. For anyone who hasn't seen the Ant-Man and Wasp, it's into the Quantumverse. This was basically the character he played here. Is basically what happened to Darian Cross at the end of Ant-Man #1. He became a massive little body with a massive head and became MODOK, which is like in the comic books. Like he can be a pretty terrifying character, but in the movie, unfortunately, he's like a bit like the slapstick like comedy relief. He started off pretty like scary until he basically took the mask off, and then basically he just lost everything after that.
Yeah, I was just looking at this picture now.
Yeah.
What a dumb face.
I know. I remember the animation got absolutely ripped to shreds when the movie first came out.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a good movie, and also the thing with what's his name again? The big baddie, the time traveler.
Kang.
Yeah, thank you. And so at the end, then Ant-Man defeats him, and then it kind of take away. He's supposed to be another Endgame boss, right? The end boss, and if Ant-Man defeats him on his own, basically, I don't know, man. It just took away everything from that saga. I mean, with Thanos, the thing. Well, I think we treat those movies unfairly as well because the build-up with Thanos wasn't that big. I mean, yeah, he was there for years, but he wasn't doing much, and he was just saying some stupid one-liners and "all right, I do it myself" or something like that, like a Saturday morning villain. It's only because Infinity War was such a good movie, and what they did, they switched the POV, right? Because it is not a hero story; it's Thanos' story. We are following him, We see everything, pretty much everything from his side.
Mm.
So that movie is what made Thanos so huge, instead of building it for 10 years, because without Infinity War, Thanos wouldn't been interesting at all, because we just saw him here and there.
Like this like ominous presence. No, very cool. So I was just reading this part here. Like the side note about this: if you're going to take anything away from this panel right here, just take away this. My name is Darren, and I am not a dick. As he says to Kang as he rushes him in the. You remember that in the movie?
That was actually funny, though. That was actually.
It was actually pretty funny. I do admit, I did laugh like when I watched that in the cinemas.
I'm being too harsh on him. It was a good character.
It's all right. I mean, the movie itself was fantastic. Like, no, it definitely isn't up there like with Endgame and Infinity War and that, but it's entertaining and it's Marvel, so I was like, I'll watch it. But anyway,
I see a lot of.
Go on, mate.
Well, I see a lot of hate for the Marvel movies, especially since Endgame. And I just feel like sometimes everybody is just jumping on the bandwagon, and not everything is supposed to be a world-ending event, right? Not everything has to be that the whole universe is going to die. And also the other thing is, I'm used to comics, so after every event or big storyline, you just get a breather. Sometimes the X-Men, they go on vacation. Of course something happens, but they just wear their regular clothes. They're just chilling. And we are in a bit of a phase like that. You got the huge end games kind of stuff. And then, you just have some fun bits, because with Ant-Man and Paul Rudd is super fun to look at, right? It's just, and with, for example, She-Hulk, She-Hulk is not meant to take super serious. There were things they could have done better, but you just have to take it for what it is, as a sitcom. You're not they are going to compare She-Hulk to the Endgame or Infinity War. And I'm like, what are you doing? I think some of the movies and the projects are, look, not everything is good, and I got my criticism as well. But sometimes they are just treated unfairly, man. You cannot compare everything to Infinity War. That's just nuts.
No, that's right. Like some of them are just like sort of fun fillers until the next big thing. Very cool.
Yeah,
Josh,
that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Josh, did you have anything else to add to that before we go back to the list?
No, not to that. But there's more on the list.
Ooh, okay, back to the list, ladies and gentlemen. What else we got?
Where was I? Nightcrawler.
Now, Nightcrawler's gonna be a fun one. I can just see him just like just go all over the place and just like pissing everybody off.
Yeah, Nightcrawler, actually, they changed this origin a little bit. When was it? Last year. So Mystique is his mom, right? Most people know that.
Yep.
And for years, so the whole thing with Nightcrawler was, of course, he looks like a devil, but he isn't. That's the whole mutant kind of thing. He's seen in some way, but he's actually a very religious man. So that was kind of cool. He's a very devout Christian and who looks like a devil. So he's treated unfairly by society, and that was his whole thing. And there's a whole that ties in the whole mutant kind of thing. Then they changed it and made Azazel his father.
That's right. Yeah.
And who is like a devil. Like you're taking the whole element and made him cool, and then you took it away from him. So, but they changed it again, thankfully. So the Mystique and Destiny, Irene, they are also, by the way, of course, the mother and father of Rogue adopted. So Nightcrawler and Rogue, they are brother and sister. But Mystique is not the mother of Nightcrawler. Mystique is the father of Nightcrawler. So
that's kind of a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, I absolutely love it, because one of the best things that came out of Krakoa was that love story between Mystique and Destiny. It is really good, man. And I got some of those covers from Immortal X-Men. Dude, they look so good. Yeah. It's the same kind of storyline. They had a big storyline. I told about one before about how she was Sherlock Holmes. But anyway, they go way back. Mystique is kind of old. And Irene as well, Destiny. But she, because of Krakoa and the rebirth, so she was kind of young again. So for the first time in their lives, they are pretty much the same age body wise, and they got such a huge history with each other, and now they can finally be together. And then we later found out that Mystique is actually the father, and they actually had a nice picnic with, with Mystique and Destiny, and then he had Nightcrawler and Rogue as the kids, and then they were playing in the park and that sort of stuff.
It's like one. It's
That
like
was pretty
one
cool.
lovely messed up little family just just
Yeah.
casually picnicking in the park. It's like I love it.
Yeah, because then the next issue they were going to get married, Irene and Mystique, and then they start to do villain things again. So
Yeah.
yeah, but they are. I love those characters, man.
I was
Absolutely love.
just thinking, do we not have some of them on VeVe? Like, what I feel like we've got like one of their comics on VeVe about either their marriage or first not first person
Oh yeah,
Destiny.
man. But, dude, I got
Just remember what it's
this
called.
immortal. Well, what are we looking for? The first appearance of Mystique, because he
Well,
appeared in
we've got that
Captain
one.
Marvel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that was actually one of Nicoletta is it either Nicoletta Balderi's first exclusive cover or one of her first exclusive covers? Must
Oh,
be.
I have no idea. Could be. Could be.
I'm
And,
gonna try to remember now. Is it
but
Miss Marvel? Miss Marvel.
But
wanna say Miss
I don't think that. Yeah, Miss Marvel. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
right.
one. Here we go.
Miss Marvel.
Yeah, Miss Marvel number 16 is the first appearance of Mystique, and has that lovely Nicoletta Balderi cover. And what is that going for in the market, ladies and gentlemen? If you decide to get one for yourself, well, I'm glad you asked, so I'm going to tell you. It is, the common is going for, oh, look at that, the common is actually going for 1 gem and 1 frag. So that's an absolute steal. You've got the uncommon going for 1 gem and 40 frags at the moment on the market. We have got the rare going for 2 gems and 90 frags. The ultra rare, 9 gems on the floor. What a bargain, ladies and gentlemen. And the SR, the secret rare, is going for 23 gems and 99 frags. Wow. What? Look,
Yeah.
if that doesn't scream like, fire sale, I don't know what does. Also, guys, because my soundboard is not working at the moment because I'm having issues stream, but hopefully I get that sorted out next week. This is the part of the show where I go, we interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please bear in mind that I am not a financial advisor in any shape or form. I am just a guy sitting here in my pajamas on the internet, just telling you, just showing you what I see. If you see something that looks awesome to you, by all means do that, because, free will and all that jazz. And just make sure you do the right thing, do your due diligence. Don't go doing something silly like spending the kids' college fund on buying a common Miss Marvel number 16 for a gem, and you never know. It might pan out, it might not. I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just a guy on the internet. But what I do know, guys, is that just to make sure you collect and connect with others, enjoy the collecting experience, just collect what you love, and you'll never go wrong. And make yourself, and as I always, guys, make sure you get yourself a quality air fryer. Don't get the El Cheapo ones because they just break. Make sure you get some of a reputable brand. It'll last you forever, and it will keep you fed, nourished in mind, body, and spirit. And and just they're also really convenient to have. And also make sure you check out all the awesome stuff streaming on TV or on your chosen streaming service, because there's some cool stuff right now. So we've got Daredevil Born Again, which I've still got to catch up on. And we've got some other cool stuff in the pipeline as well, like the likes, I think Andor Season 2 is starting soon. Last of Us Season 2 is starting. And I think we've got some other cool stuff in the pipeline, but we'll have to check. And now, back to our regular listening experience. So yeah.
Well done, man.
Thank you
well
very much.
done.
That's it. When you don't have a soundboard, you have to kind of improvise.
I would like to add though, for 12 gems you can get a rare and an ultra rare, man, and maybe you can get a top 5%.
Let's have a
it's
look.
at least it's five MCP points.
Yeah.
Dude, cool covers, Nicoletta Balderi. You get the FA of Mystique. Yeah, man, there's not much you can do wrong with that.
Well, that's it. I'm just trying to think if this is a 10,000 edition run or if it's a 20,000 edition run. I think it's a 20. No, I was wrong. It's a 30,000 edition run. So yeah, some good looking numbers there, good deals. If that's something that appeals to you, check it out and get your deals in while they're there, because you never know. Right now the crypto market is crashing, the stock market is crashing, everyone's panicking. There's blood in the streets, but there's also opportunity. So do with that information as you will. So going back to our list though. So what are we up to? We're up to we've just had Nightcrawler. So what comes after Nightcrawler, Josh?
Who the hell is Paste Pot Pete?
Who the hell is Paste Pot Pete? Well, I actually know who Paste Pot Pete is because I think we've got his actual.
You do?
Well, I think we've actually got his first appearance on the app because I believe he is on the same cover as the Magic Man, Dokta Strange. It's a Strange Tales. I believe that's also got his first appearance in there as well.
Dude, awesome.
I want to say yes. I could be wrong, but I'm about to find out. Paste Pot Pete. Let's have a look. Also, is he also known as Trapster? Might be. First appearance. Yeah, Strange Tales number 104, which I'm hoping is the first appearance of Dokta Strange. Actually, I could be wrong, but we'll see. Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. Is Oz correct? Is he not correct? Does he know his stuff? Does he not know his stuff? I'm about to find out in just a second. Strange Tales number 1. Come on, let's have a look here. Strange Tales. Number 110. First appearance of, here we go. This is the first appearance of Dokta Strange. This is where I need like intense music or something like that. Features.
By the way, for anyone who wants a Romulan, my Romulan has been on the floor for 2 weeks now. If anyone wants to buy it, go ahead right now. Go ahead.
That's it. Help Josh out. Pick up the flying avocado. It's coming for a good price.
I may or may not be directing that at Hanano because I know he's listening. Star Trek fan. If you're a real Star Trek fan, you'll buy it.
That's it. And also, if you guys want to hear some really awesome Trekkie talk, if you are a Star Trek fan, make sure you check out the last episode of Aloha Friday with Hinano and Slider. They had a fantastic conversation about all things Star Trek and Trekkie stuff. So if that's something that appeals to you, definitely check out the Real Uncommon podcast and Aloha Friday. And yeah, it was a really entertaining conversation. I could tell that Hinano and was having a great time with it. I'm sure they chatted more about it off camera. First appearance. Oh no, sorry, I got that wrong. We don't have the first appearance of Paste Pot Pete on the app. It's Strange Tales number 104, which is the first appearance of Paste Pot Pete and later becoming Trapstar. But we do have the first appearance of Dokta Strange and Baron Mordo. So I was close, but no cigar. Oops, don't do that. But who is Paste Pot Pete? Like, do we know anything about this character? He's just Trapstar. So yeah, what is he?
I have no idea.
No? What's
Does he smoke weed? It sounds like he smokes weed.
What does he look like? Because he sounds like a robot to me.
Well, I've got it here, like on the Marvel database. It says here, Peter Pedruski, Earth 616. Also, guys, if you know anything about this character out there in the chats, please let me know. Check it up on X, check it up on YouTube, whatever platform you might be tuning in from. I'd love to know more about this character. But from what I can tell here on the article, it basically says what's his powers? It says origin, Paste Pot Pete. There's a lot of writing there that I'm not going to read because it's just taking way too long. But what's his powers? So let's say he's got a bit there. Ghost Rider. Well, actually, this article's a lot longer than I thought it was. Attributes, team-ups, weapons. Okay, so it looks like he's got weapons. So he's got like a paste gun. It says he's got a special paste gun, fires a stream of glue, originally supplied by a canister worn to his hip. This adhesive dries instantly. So okay, so basically he's like got a big glue gun that goes around sticking people. Hence the word Paste Pot Pete. So maybe there'll be some glue gun action in Marvel Rivals when he eventually hits. So that could be a
Dude, he's just gonna cover Emma Frost with his glue gun.
Oh no, that could go so bad. What's what everyone says? Pause. Okay, but yeah, basically looks like he's just a guy that runs around just spraying people with his glue gun and maybe sticks them to the wall. So maybe he'll have like some kind of like freezing ability. I don't know. Guess we'll have to see. But before that gets interesting or really awkward, let's move on to the next character. Who's next on our list, Josh?
Professor X.
Professor X. Now I wonder if this is the Kukroa Professor X, the really like techno creepy one with the big X what's the Cerebro visor thing.
Yeah. That is the Krakoa one.
Okay.
That is the standard Professor X. I already seen him as a statue in Marvel Rival.
Ah, right.
But yeah, man,
Oh,
that
have
one is
you?
pretty
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well,
And then the
because
other, go ahead.
go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just going to say the other two on the list are Rogue and Ultron. Ultron's another interesting one.
Ooh, Ultron could be fun. Now I know we've got both of those first appearances on the app. I definitely know that one.
Oh, look at this.
Ooh.
Ultron's abilities got leaked.
Ooh, okay. What's he got?
So number one, Rage of Ultron. So he summons Ultron drones to fire rays, damaging opponents and healing allies. Healing, so he's a support player.
Okay, he's the medic. That's unusual.
Dynamic flight. Quickly fly in the direction of movement and enter free flight. Imperative patch. Send a giant drone to follow an ally, constantly healing allies in a radius around it with extra healing for the targeted ally. Huh. Firewall. Summon drones to give bonus health to allies within range, focused on Ultron, and the ally marked with imperative patch. Oh, his other ability. And then hold space to fall slowly. Huh.
Okay. Well, there you
He
go.
sounds like a support player though.
Yeah, very cool. So I was just seeing
But that's the whole list.
Hey, how badass does Professor X looks like with that Cerebro helmet on? He looks fucking creepy, man.
Yeah, I know. I remember
It's-
when I first read like my first comic. I think the first one I read like from that era. I think was it the Hellfire
Yeah,
Gala?
House of X.
It was the Hellfire Gala #1, where basically like it
Right.
started off like all like like all like it was all happy. Everyone was like having like the gala and stuff like that, and then basically like Nimrod crashed in and basically all hell broke loose. And I was just like, who is this guy like walking around like the big X helmet and like that wasn't until I like clued on later. I was like, oh, this is like Professor X. I was like, wow, I do not know this version of Professor X at all.
Oh, let me tell you something then. By the
Ooh,
way,
let's hear it.
that Hellfire Gala was already the third one. That was the third Hellfire Gala when everything went tits up. Yeah, no, Professor X, he died during a revolution. Cyclops killed him, and then he was gone for years. And then he came back, but he was using the body of Phantom X. So Phantom X is a French character in X-Men. He was also in Uncanny X-Force, and he's pretty cool, man. He's a bit like a spy kind of thing, sort of James Bond kind of thing, but more tech stuff, and he's more agile than James Bond, I suppose. But he looks cool. And so he basically sacrificed himself so that Professor X could live again, and that's how he introduced himself in the world. That he's walking. That's why he's walking again, and then with that Cerebro helmet on. But during Krakoa, lots of people died, and then they came back again because they defeated death, right? So everyone got their new / original body again. But yeah, at first, he had he was walking around in the body of Phantom X, so that is pretty crazy. Man, I love the X-Men, man. All this stuff, normally I don't think about it because, for me it's pretty normal. But then I try to explain, what are we talking about? The dead of Nightcrawler, right? And then Professor X with his weird body kind of stuff, and Angela. Dude, man, the whole Marvel world is absolutely insane. I love it, man.
I know it's just like so much like to sort of like process it at one point. Like it's like I've like tried to like display in the past later. It's like trying to drink later from a fire hose later. There's like so much going on at like one time. Why is this not letting me do this?
Yeah, right. And the thing with Professor X is in the X community, he's pretty much seen as a bad guy. But I think people are also. So here's the thing: you got Magneto, and then people start reading the comics, or they watch X-Men '97 or something, and then they go like, "Hey, you know what? Magneto, he's not that bad after all." So then it sort of flips. Now he's sort of good, and then everyone has in their head that Professor X is like the father figure of the whole X-Men, and that's how most people know him, especially because of the animated series. And then they find out that he's a horrible dad to Legion, for example,
Oh
and he
yeah.
does some questionable, yeah, right. and he does some questionable stuff with a lot of things, especially tinkering with people's minds. So then that the whole that good image is then shattered, and then everyone goes like, Professor X is evil, that's the Professor X. And like so there's heaps of people who are thinking now that Magneto is good and Professor X is bad, which is completely stupid, of course, because Magneto is still a terrorist,
Well,
with all
yeah.
the stuff that he has done. How many times did he destroy New York? How many people did he kill? So I think that's kind of funny, but I think we're up now because after the fall of X, Professor X made some questionable decisions again, like horrible decisions. So I hope we are entering an era now that Professor X is going to be, the Professor X as we know him, like more of a good guy. Because damn man, we can use that.
Yeah, definitely. Guess we'll have to see. Like, if he's gonna keep being the good guy, keep being the bad guy, we'll have to find out. But yeah, guys, I think that basically concludes our list. Yeah, so this is what we've got coming for the next league season of our Marvel Rivals. So that's something you're playing right now. Get excited because this is some fun stuff on the way. Josh, was there
I
anything
think
else? Yeah, go
considering
on.
I was just gonna say, I think considering the time, we should hop into the VV stuff now.
Yeah, I was just looking at the time thing. I was actually going, oh crap, it's actually like 10 o'clock tonight. Like, I've only got like half an hour left. So we should probably having like a VeVe like sponsored, no, sorry, not a sponsor, supported. I gotta get used to saying that, supported giveaway. We should probably actually mention VeVe, would be nice. But guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you get over to the Web V Collective's YouTube channel and get hashtag Emma Frost. It's been running there on the bottom of the screen for the last in the hour and a half. Get your hashtags in and get into the draw to get yourself a sponsored supported giveaway at the end of the show. And also this is applicable on X as well. So if you're watching on X, make sure you get your hashtags in there. And so far I have got 12 entries. I can always do with more, so get them in while it's still there because we are rapidly running out of time. But this has been fun, guys. Yeah, I mean, if you enjoyed the conversation, please let me know. If you want to hear us more, cover some more gaming topics, maybe something else that's not VeVe, maybe something more like nerdy and geeky related, because that's what we're all about. Basically, just here, basically sharing our love of fandom, collecting, whether that be physical, digital, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, whatever you're into, we're all for it. And that's basically what the whole idea behind this space is, and what the Web V Collective and what Web V is all about. It's basically the Web V. The V stands for value, and that's what we're trying to bring to people's lives, and just to the space, and just to have a nice safe space where we can all geek out, nerd out, and just enjoy all the things that we either grew up with or just getting introduced to now. So let's jump over to VeVe right now, because what have we had? We've had what's today?
Yeah, well,
yeah, go on, mate.
Speaking of my Romulan, I would like to run another ad for this thing because
Go for it.
Dokta Strange in the space here had the audacity to just undercut me by 3 gems after 2 weeks of having my Romulan on floor. He decided to post his 3 gems under mine. Oh man.
No, it sounds like a bidding war.
All right, I'm gonna go all the way down to 20. I just need to get this thing out of here. So if somebody wants a discounted Romulan, now's the time to get it on the market. That's my second and only other ad. So
that's it, guys. If you're a Trekkie fan, and I reckon Hidani's gonna get giggle out of this, is like watching two Ferengis play the try and strike a deal, trying to undercut each other. No, very cool. So there you go, guys. If that is something that is interesting you and you want to cover this bidding war, definitely check it out, because it sounds like it could be a lot of fun. And again, guys, big thank you to everyone who's taking the time out of your busy days to come and chill in the space with us at the time of this recording. If you're catching it on the replay on the Web V Collective's YouTube channel, please leave a comment if you like, a follow if you enjoy the content. Let us know what you'd like us to cover. If you want us to cover more gaming stuff, let me know. If you want us to cover more film and TV news, let us know as well, because we've got some fun TV stuff that's been happening as well. Obviously, we've got the new Minecraft movie that's just dropped, and that's apparently doing really, really well in the box office. We had the passing, unfortunately, of Mr. Val Kilmer last week, which is very sad to hear. So a big shout out to Iceman or Doc Holliday or Bruce Wayne, however in different many forms that you might know him, or of course Mad Mardigan if you're a Willow fan. yeah, that was a sad one to hear. But yeah, if you guys want to hear more of that sort of stuff, let me know. But of course, being having a VeVe supported giveaway, we should probably jump into some VeVe talk. So VeVe talk. So what have we had lately? So we had the Ron English mobile grim board drop. That was on Saturday. Did anyone go for the Ron English drop by any chance?
Nope.
Nope, me neither. So Josh, what about you?
No, not me.
It's like, no, sir, I did not. But let's see. I wonder how it's going in the market at the moment. But I think right now the pieces are going quite cheap in the market. Here we go. I was just waiting for this. We got Dokta coming up to the stage. Here we go.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Here we go.
See what he has to say for himself here.
That's it. You there, Dokta?
Josh, you had 2 weeks to drop that damn price, man. I was sitting there checking every other day, man. I'm like, yo, is this dude going to drop it or what? Because it's not selling right now.
Well, look, I just did in the end. So it's at 20. So if somebody wants a discount, go get it now because.
All right.
Geez,
So now's when I buy it, right? Now's when I buy it and
That's
get a
it.
third ship. I have to have a third ship.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. I just want it off my hands at this point. But yeah, I mean, I've been watching that thing, making sure no one was undercutting me. And for 2 weeks, it's just been sitting there. I'm like, damn.
Actually, yeah.
no, I've been watching it, man. I got one too many somehow. You know what I'm saying? I got one too many, bro. So yeah, I was waiting for yours to sell because I thought it was a good price, and then I was just gonna try and sell mine for the same price. I was waiting. I had etiquette, you know what I'm saying? I wiped my feet when I came in the room. You know what I mean?
Well, here we go.
But it's taking too long, bro.
Now you both have me intrigued now. So I've just brought it up on the live stream element here. So we've got the Romulan Warbird. Josh is currently in the lead with a 20 gem price point, with Dokta leading in second place with 30 gems. Come on, guys.
Look at that logo.
Look at that. Look at that. Do I hear 15? Do I hear 15, ladies and gentlemen? We can start like a full-on bidding war here. We can have a lot of fun with this. But how's things, Dokta? How's your weekend going so far?
So good, man. You know, we always staying busy, man. Something going on, but you know, had to slide through, man. Say what's up. Hear the good talk of the day for the Sunday.
That's it. Well, thank you. It's always a pleasure to have you in the space with us. And guys, if you get a chance to join us for Web V Wednesdays as well, especially next week, because I do have an announcement at the end of the show. You probably already all know about it, but I've actually got something visual I can throw up this time around. So stay tuned for that one, because that was going to be a big one. We got some juicy stuff in the pipeline for that. But going back to the VeVe talker thing, so yeah.
Wait, Ron English drop, right?
Yes,
Ron
yes,
English
Ron
drop.
English did drop.
I actually did go for it.
You went for it?
I did.
How'd you go? Tell me.
So a couple of weeks ago, I bought a second Mogul Grin. I have no idea why. I guess just because of VeVeverse stuff, and I like having pairs. So I already had one, and you know, the Monopoly game thing was coming out, so I had two. I was tempted to sell it at one point. The price was looking kind of nice from where I bought it at. And then boom, they announced, you know, this whole crafting thing. So I was kind of like, you know, the prices we see the stuff at right now is kind of where I thought it was going to go. So I was like, I don't know if I'm going to even go for the drop. And it's kind of interesting that they had a craft that's associated with nothing that has to do with the drop. So I would just pretty much wanted to just craft that piece because I had the other cathedral that I hit the drop. So yeah, instead of doing that, I still went for it since it was only like 5 gems. And yeah, you know, got the regular little house piece or whatever. And then in a market, I got one of those ultra rares, I think the red one. And yeah, other than that, I just crafted the red cathedral thing or whatever it was.
Yep.
With the Mogul Grin. And yeah, we're going to see where it goes, man. I need some dice, though. I need some dice.
Yeah, I think it's only gonna be a matter of time before we get the dice. Maybe the dice will come like popular demand or something like that.
Sold.
Yeah,
Sold.
maybe.
Sold. I'm
Someone
free.
sold it?
It's gone.
Someone sold it?
Yeah. Shout out to Matt Omi. Shout out to
There you
Matt
go.
Oh,
Omi.
Matt Somi did it.
Gone.
Oh, excellent. My soundboard ain't
I'm going to
working,
get
but
some Scotty Young.
It's the VeVe fan for you,
That's
Bree.
it.
So like I tell you. What up, Key? I see you over there in the cut.
That's
What
it.
up, Richard?
I was gonna say shout out to Matt Somi. I do see him listening there in the background. So a big thank you for doing that. Oh, hang on, did I just lose everybody? I think I just did. Uh-oh. Sorry guys, bear with me. I just hit the wrong button and I just shut my space. Dopey me. That's all right. I can do this.
Messaging.
All right, I'm back. Say test 1 2 test.
There he is.
Yeah, sorry, I just realized I pushed the wrong button. I closed my space. I was like, oh, you idiot. But I was just like, no, but that's all right. I got a co-host that keeps things going for me. But yeah, I was just saying big shout out to Masomi. I can see him listening there in the background. And look, thank you for taking that stress off of Josh's hands. And and I just realized, well, we've got Casual in the house as well. Casual, how are you, mate?
I got a Romulan warship for sale as well. I haven't listed it yet, but it's going to be $50. $50. I haven't slept in it. I haven't done nothing to it. You guys can't be selling these prizes we get from VeVe. We all got these damn Romulan warships. Thank you, my collectors. We love them anyways. But hey, what's up, fam? I will keep my warship for a little
like that. What the hell?
At first, I was like, "Who the hell is that? That ain't Casual." Oh, the man of many voices.
No, I'm not lying. I wanted to get rid of my. I'm not lying. I got one too, and I have no use for it because it's like 100 megs too. So I'm like, what am I going to do with this Romulan warship? But no, I'm not lying. So I can highly relate to what you're going through. I was going to undercut you as well, but I didn't. Yeah, what's up, fam? How you guys doing?
Doing good, mate. Doing good. Like we've actually had a really good conversation about Marvel Rivals at the moment. Like they're just something a bit different for the show, a bit different for the channel. We've had a bigger in-depth talk about Emma Frost and Kitty Pryde, and basically just what we've got to come to expect from Marvel Rivals. Some few characters that we ain't familiar with that we got on the cards. And now we're just sort of tying up with some VeVe talk because we've got a giveaway we're going to do at the end of the show. So we thought we better chuck some VeVe talk in there. But how's life in the VeVeverse for you, Casual? Because I know you've been up to it.
I'm playing VeVe Rivals right now.
Ah, there you go.
Playing VeVe Rivals, yeah. No, we're good. I'm building something really cool and unique, but I'm somebody I can't keep surprises, so I should work on this for a week. But I'm just gonna do as much as I can tonight and then reveal my new little project so other people can take the idea and run with it as well. Because I like to inspire people. But no, we're having fun. I made a killer whale this morning. I posted that. That was fun. Very few shapes to do it, and it turned out really well. No, I'm having a lot of fun with the VeVeverse and just picking up a couple items here or there. Got a Marvel Rivals #1. I don't think it's in the verse yet, but gonna put that on the wall when the opportunity comes.
Yeah. What cover did you get for Marvel Rivals 1?
Just a comment. I didn't go for it on the drop, so I just got one on the secondary. But
nice. Well, there you go then. And also as well, just so you know, I'm displaying your chill spot on the live stream version of this as well. So I'm just loving the chilled island. You've got also like the rooms. You got like all the different. I got the one here with the Momoka covers. Rogue looking very just enjoying the sunset, and just a big hats off and just.
Yeah, she's having a good time. I mean, she was only going to stay for 2 or 3 days, but I told her, since she's posting on their Instagram a lot, she can, have another couple weeks there. She's enjoying her stay at the Airbnb.
That's it. Especially, I love the fact, that the Punisher seems to be unwinding a bit as well. Hopefully, he's getting some of that rage and frustration out. Just chilling there, with Free Willy, the orca, feeding him. The fish.
He looks like the Punisher, but that's just maintenance man Joe.
Ah, right. I see.
Yeah, he keeps the Airbnb clean and the killer whales fed.
I like
but
it.
Yeah, we're having fun. You know what?
That's
just
it.
A little visual storytelling. So, and shout out to everyone building out there. I know there's about 50 of us posting on X regularly when it comes to the VeVeverse. And if Miss Gecko listens back, shout out to her creativity, absolutely killing it. And obviously Josh and everyone else out there. I mean, I can't shout everyone else because there's so many amazing builds right now. Definitely shout out to Fried Labbits. Loving his build. Popped in yesterday.
Absolutely, yeah. Shout out Fried Lab. It's another big supporter of Web V and what we do here. Big supporter of our space, and big shout out to anybody building anything in the VeVeverse, whether that be Miss Gecko. I see a lot of cool things from Josh in particular, you, Dokta. Who else is there? There's so many. Just the creativity from the community is just mind blowing.
100%.
And Josh, I do believe that you had a great space with Mr. Falcon not long ago as well.
Yeah, that was long overdue. It was nice to speak with him one-on-one. But yeah, he came on the channel and we had some technical difficulties because for some reason, whenever he went into the VeVeverse, his audio on his end just went super low, so he couldn't really hear me. So
Hmm.
he wasn't in there with me, unfortunately. But I toured some of his builds, and he's another very talented one in the community. So yeah, it was a pleasure. Had lots of fun.
Ah, very cool. And yeah, and also yeah, like I said, shout out to like I'm just saying, looking here, who's listening in the background, who I know is building the VeVeverse. Big shout out to Dean and Nano. They're always building the VeVeverse and building out their spaces. VeVe Wheels has got some cool stuff as well. I think you've got some good stuff in the VeVeverse as well. Richard, of course, has got some very very amazing. I particularly liked Richard's Honey I Shrunk the Kids Rick Moranis sort of thing I saw on X. I thought that was very entertaining, very well put together as well. And yeah, just like I said, just shout out to anybody building in the VeVeverse. I have plans to get into the VeVeverse myself. I got a brand new gaming laptop coming to me tomorrow, which I'm going to get up and running, and yeah, hopefully get in there and start doing some fun stuff in the VeVeverse, because I got some ideas of my own I want to try and implement. But stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because yeah, it's going to be some fun stuff.
You want to know something crazy that happened in the VeVeverse this morning?
Ooh, what's that?
I was in Dr. Fuse's space, and there's a bug in his account right now where it's duplicating the one of 7 Aston Martin. So he dropped it in, and I sent him a message, and I was like, "You own 2 of these?" And then after I sent him the message, about 10 minutes after, I found 2 more, and I was like, "Wait, you have 4 out of the 7?" And it turned out that he only has, I say only, he has 1 of the 7. But yeah, for some reason, there's 4 in his space with the 007 license plate. So I took a screenshot of it. I might post it if I get his permission. But I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to see a screenshot like this again in the VeVeverse of 4 of these all together in one spot.
Nice. Yeah, big shout out to Dr. Fuse as well. I've actually had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Fuse in real life and spending a bit of time with him when I was in London. Lovely guy, and yeah, looking forward to hopefully seeing him soon. And big shout out to Dr. Fuse. So I'm just looking at some of the stuff we're seeing here on X as well. I can know see Hernano's on the Real Uncon podcast posting he said he's actually got the avocado for free he actually got his for free from a VeVe giveaway, and he's got that hovering over the shores of Hawaii. So very very cool. Actually, tell you what, if I bring this over here, you can see what I see. Or can I? Because I've got too many tabs. Hang on, bear with me a second. If I close that one, and then close that one over here. There we go. That's better. So yeah, there we go. So he now has got his display here.
He was giving out a lot of the Romulans then, because yeah, I got mine just, I guess, to guys casual exposed me already. Yeah, I got mine like an airdrop from VeVe. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if you posted yours on the feed, but I just know with the time that I got one multiple. I think I posted mine as a reply to Dokta's when I think I won mine at O'Malley's or something. But
okay.
they just go by like lots, right? If you look at VeVe airdrops, the account, you can see like all the airdrops that go out to people, and usually they just go Lambo, Romulan worship, 5 of those, and just chunk it. They just chunk them.
Yeah. And also, I think it says here, Masomi has got a little confession. He says someone else bought yours, Josh. He bought Doctor Strange's.
Oh no way!
Yo, I just saw that, man. Yo, snap. Yo, thank you, man.
Yeah. So
hey, Fear of Loss works. Fear of Loss works.
This is the Romulan worship yard sale.
That's it. Yeah. But casual. Just going back to the VeVe drops. Did you go for any of the Ron English stuff at all? Did you pick up anything in the market lately? What have you been adding to your collection lately, sir?
Well, for like 1 gem 40, I added Star Wars Yoda #1. I got that one in there.
Nice.
I never had that one, but Clever Jerk's been stopping by, so I figure I'd have a little, material for him. See how the thinking works? You know what I'm saying? You start thinking different. I got Jisoo from Blackpink, and I put a little thing in the Discord. I'm having a little issue with one of the shaders, but it's my first Blackpink other than the logo. I got Rogue for under 4 gems. I got Lumiere,
Nice.
I think, for under 4 gems. Then I got that My Toy, the common. With the little doll. Yep. Looks like Mario. And then last week I picked up a jaunty jig for $5. Yeah. And then in the Ron English world, the only one I got was that guitar tank a while back for the karaoke space.
Nice. Yeah, because you had displayed on the wall, I think, in one of your spaces, if I remember right. Yep,
Yep.
that's
And
right.
I've seen some pics. Some other people have done that too now, which is a good. I mean, I think it's probably a pretty common idea to do that. I think it's a cool idea. Have no use for the tank. I tried displaying it other ways, but I mean, it's a game piece, so to make use of it in the karaoke space, that works out. And it's a different way to look at stuff. So now it's like we used to look at everything like sets or things you arrange it by color, but now I'm like, this is water themed, right? You got Mermacornos, or you got all these, or you look at different things now. You look at collectibles, you group them differently now when you're starting to build.
That's right, yeah. Like you like when you like look at the collectibles and stuff, and you sort of like things like start ticking in the back of your brain, like you go, oh, like this would look good as an island, or this will look good as like a forest, or this will look good on a wall if I do it this way and that way. I mean, like there's, like I said, the possibilities are endless now. And like yeah, like it's just seeing, like I said before, the creativity of some of the people who got out there, like the likes of Josh, Master Ronnie's another one I got a shout out as well. He's got some awesome stuff coming out of what he's doing lately as well. Yeah, just the creativity is just inspiring by the community, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, we just got to get a few more people in there. I'm glad you got your computer coming, and I think just little by little we get more people in there, and it'll get fun because there's so many spaces that are being built out right now. Once we can interlink them with like a main hub where we can have all the public spaces, I think a lot more people are going to be interested in visiting because they're going to want to check up on these spaces. Because I'm always updating stuff. I want people to know, come on in, and you never know what's going to be there. I'm always going to move things around, and even like that killer whale, like it's at the back dock today, but next week it might be somewhere else, and then that's kind of adds to the fun of it. Exactly. And I like seeing the screenshots. So I had people this week, not to ramble on, but I did I put a xenomorph and that Boba Fett on like the cliff, and I said, let's people come here and take a picture. And just to see how good your computer is. So there was a few people who took pictures, and then Masteroni came in. I gave him creator access, and he did a whole bunch of things to make a really neat video. When we switched those back, but he rotated the skybox, had it rotating, had the light rotating, and made a really cool video. So that's the power of the VeVeverse, is sharing creator access and building together, and it's cool, man. It's a good platform.
I want to say thank you for making that post, man. That was a great idea because I like to think I have a little bit of an eye when it comes to taking shots and stuff, and that just opened my brain up. You know what I mean? Because even with Josh doing like the whole, he'll create environment, black it all out, drop a couple of characters, throw some lights in there, and then it creates a really nice, photo booth type of effect going on. And yeah, man, so it gave me a chance to kind of throw my cameraman stuff on again and take some shots, you know what I mean? So I had fun interacting with that post, man.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's something different. And I think, I mean, if ever more people like creator access, you'd be able to, drop down a light, and do it the way you'd want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder how this will look. Because not everyone's going to have certain collectibles, right? So I think that's a cool thing to do, but it's a good way to support other people's spaces, because then you're posting your own screenshot, of my world, and just go from there. Not who knows what we're gonna do with these worlds, but someday maybe we host events in them and they become an actual place.
Well, that's right, man.
Hey, I'm actually putting together a little. My bad, Oz. I'm actually putting together a little, like a little video, like a collage of my time in both of your spaces. So yeah, I was.
I saw your message. I'll get back to you on that. Sorry, Bob, I've been slow on that.
What's that?
No, you asked me to send you an audio clip. I'll get back to you on that for sure.
Shoot, I did. That's right. I did. All right. Yeah. So no rush, because I didn't even get started yet. Because I actually went back into space and took some more shots. So yeah, it should all come together in time. I'm actually putting it together today. I'm starting on it. So yeah.
Well, once you get it done, maybe show me it, and then I'll do the voiceover, and then you can flip the voiceover. All right.
Exactly. All right. Yeah. Perfect.
Back to the chit chat.
Yes.
So just speaking of chit chat, I've got Ronnie Lido a lot at my chat saying that so Master Ronnie, we know he's a legend. He says I think my shot is better. He's just having a bit of a laugh and a bit of a play around. But I'm just.
There's a lot of good. Yeah, his shots were awesome, man. Appreciate you, Ronnie.
Yeah, no, Ronnie, again, your creativity is amazing as well. Like just your art in real life, and just what you do on the spaces as well is amazing. But like I said,
hey man, my bad, Oz. Real quick, go. Speaking of because that was a perfect segue to Masteroni, because I'm actually in the VeVe Discord right now with him and Swampy.
Oh, cool.
And they're put together. It looks like a Looks like they're making something that says Master Builder Games. So, yeah, for the Master Builders, if you want to take a peek at what he's putting together, you could probably hop on Discord and see it. But that's where they are. That's where these guys are right now on the Discord. Shout out to VeVe Discord fan.
Yeah, very cool. So sorry guys, I'm going back to the VeVe drops now. So we had the Ron English stuff. So it's like we got a few people here and there went for the drop. A few people got things off the market. We'll quickly touch on Blackpink because that's going to be the big thing going into next week. Obviously, myself and Doctor, we covered this a bit more in depth on the Wednesday show. But just going over very briefly, guys, any thoughts on the Blackpink drop? Mainly from Josh or Casual or Richard? Or even Key.
I like the drop. Well, but I'll probably be, grabbing a couple on the secondary. I don't know which one, I like the most, but they're pretty cute. I think it's a good drop. I think it's a much more marketable drop than the last one to me personally.
Yeah, I think it's a cool drop, but I'm not really in the target, man. I mean,
No.
I'm almost 40 years old, right? So,
well, I thought what might appeal to you more than anything is like in the diamond form. So I thought it might remind you of like Emma Frost or something like that.
oh yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I haven't checked it out before.
well,
That's kind of cool.
I've got it displayed on the live stream element if you're looking at it now. So but it looks like
I'll check
each one of them have got their own little diamond version. So that may be something that appeals to you. And also there's an extra little airdrop if you decide to collect all the diamond ones as well.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of cool though. I must say I like that song with Bruno Mars, that Apatapata.
Okay.
That one. Yeah, don't you know that song?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
right,
weird.
yeah. Yeah, man, I'm super cool. I'm what's up, fellow kids?
That's it. I'm hip, kids. I'm with it. Be shout out to Austin Powers. Very cool. Josh, what about yourself? And any thoughts on this at all?
Yeah, the Medium article was like way too complicated. I think
it's like so long.
Yeah, way too much there. But no, I can't argue with Blackpink. Big band. I'm waiting for the Baby Monsters and the New Jeans myself. But no, I agree with what Casual said though. I think it's a more marketable drop.
Very cool. Well, I mean, like
From the aesthetic standpoint, not the complexity of the Medium article.
Yeah, but that's it. From the artistic standpoint, the animation as well. I mean, I haven't actually seen the animation, but I'm sure it looks very cool. And like I said, they've also got like their own little flair to it as well. Like some of them are holding katanas, some are sitting on top of the world holding tanks, and so little bits like that. Just basically in relation to the shutdown video as well that's out there on YouTube. If anyone's seen that. But yeah, and also the fun fact as well is that if you collect all the series, they've also got a mystery drop involved with that as well. I still don't think there's been any details about what the actual mystery drop is, so we've got to stay tuned for that. But if you collect basically all 4 of them, excluding the diamond special editions, then you're in the money for the airdrop. Because there is a snapshot that will be taken at a specified time. I won't go into the article too deeply because we're running out of time, but it is there if you guys want to check it out. But also, if you guys collect all the diamond editions, then you will be airdropped a VeVe Heart diamond logo as well. So that's kind of cool as well. But like I said, guys, all the description is there in the Medium article, and check it out for yourself. And also, if you want to go back to the last episode of Web V Wednesdays with myself and Doctor, we go over it in a bit more detail as well. But just going into what's actually coming this week. So that's coming this week as well. So we've got the Blackpink joint, and just comic book wise, go over to comics. We do have one comic that's been announced so far. And it is the first appearance of Bats, the Ghost Dog, which is Marvel's Dokta Strange #1, which is 2015 comic, number 381. And that's dropping on Tuesday, the 8th of April at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, all with some exclusive covers as well. And I'll just jump over it very, very briefly. So it says here, the first appearance of Bats, the Ghost Dog. Loki, Sorcerer Supreme, Part 1. Evil is everywhere, and the world needs the Sorcerer Supreme more than ever. But in the world ready for Loki, Sorcerer Supreme, he has the cloak, the spells. He's even got Zelm Stanton as his assistant, and possibly more. But in this, the chance he needed to become a hero, or is it the god of lies dangerously close to unlimited power? But what happened to Stephen Strange? But this is very cool. Also has VeVe exclusive rare and ultra rare covers by none other than Nicoretta Balderi. So $6.99 price point, 3,000 editions, and yeah, the Balderi cover is looking very, very nice. So guys, what do we think about this one?
I don't know much about the character, but there is an Easter egg with the Ghost Dog and Rivals, where
is it now?
yeah, so he's just kind of roaming around the spawn point on one of the maps, or not the spawn point, the center point, sorry. And if you hang around him long enough, he'll like float over to you, and then you can press a button. And he'll start like you'll have a dialogue back and forth with the dog. I don't know like what it says or anything because I haven't done it myself, but for anyone who wants to check it out, now you know.
Oh, there we go. Because like I said, I'm not familiar with this character at all. But it's good to know there's actually like some relevance like now. So if you play Rivals, then you'd be familiar with this character. But I mean, I'm definitely familiar with the exclusive cover artist because we just spoke about it a little bit earlier on. But yeah, I mean, like I'll definitely be paying attention for this one in the aftermarket. I probably won't go for it on the drop. But yeah, what about you, Doctor, Richard, even Key, Casual? Oh, sorry. Oh, I just realized Casual's dropped down. But yeah, anyone else got any final thoughts on this one?
Well, maybe maybe I pick one up on the market. I only know that character from the last storyline with Emma Frost and Tony Stark, and then he's going to pick up an album that Tony Stark saved for her and her daughters. By the way, Emma Frost got a couple of daughters, by the way. So,
Okay.
but so she picks up the photo album, and so and that is in the mansion of Stephen Strange, and then the door opens, and she's like, "Why is there a dog opening the door?" I only know the character that way, so that was kind of funny. But other than that, I'm not really familiar with the character. I think it's a nice side character for if you are a Doctor Strange fan, and I think we got a doctor in the house, so maybe he can tell us more about it.
Maybe. So, Doctor, any thoughts at all, or is there possibly a future Stacked and Slacking video coming? So I say, stay tuned for that.
Yeah. I'm on the fence of making a video on this one, man. I'm a little intrigued, but I don't know if I'm intrigued enough to make a video on it. But I'm thinking about it. Nicoletta Balderi, definitely one of my favorites. I'm glad she's back. Haven't really gotten to say her name much, so yeah. Glad she's back, and I like what I see. So, yeah.
So you guys, so stay tuned, guys. There may or may not be a Stack and Slack video in the works, but at the very least, if this is something that appeals to you, it is dropping on Tuesday, the 8th. Did I say the 8th? The 8th of April at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you decide to go for it, good luck. I hope you land the rarity that you want. If not, I'll definitely be paying attention to it in the aftermarket. And also bear in mind, guys, that it will be in store for 30 days before it is burned. And speaking of burned, I do believe we also had a comic burn recently, not long ago as well. I think it was Daredevil number 5. I think it was recently just burnt, which is a shame really, because that was the one with that lovely ultra rare stained glass window. So I think the price on that one just has basically gone through the roof because of the scarcity.
Oh man, I should have paid attention to that one.
I know.
Damn.
I know. It's like, oh no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that one is cool. Yeah.
Actually, just out of curiosity, let's have a look. Where is the price on that one? Because oops, no, 615, 5. Because I think the last time I looked, I think the Ultra was going for somewhere around 100 gems. So let's have a look, ladies and gentlemen, real quick before we start winding down the space, because it is getting towards that time. Right now, the common of Daredevil number 5 is going for 1 gem and 29 frags on the floor. The uncommon is going for 1 gem 50, so all of them are still very, very well within affordable ranges. The rare is going for 6 gems and 99 frags. Now the ultra rare. The ultra rare is going for 85 gems on the floor. So that's had a bit of a spike. And
that's steep.
And our secret rare is currently going for 79 gems. So there you go. So even the rare and ultra rare are sort of like, starting to fight for like sort of the dominance a little bit. But let's have a look here. Yeah. So the
I like that rare as well, man.
That
rare is awesome too.
It does look really nice. But yeah, it looks like there's only 5 available in the market on the ultra rare. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. I think the artist was Phil Noto off the top of my head. And yeah, I can imagine it look really nice in people's VeVe-verse. Especially, I can see it's looking very nice in VeVe Jesus' church that he's currently building. So yeah, so that's just been burnt as well. So yeah, if you guys managed to grab one, congratulations to you. If not, well then you have to fight it out in the market. But yeah, so yeah, basically that's all that's been announced comic book wise, and I think collectible wise. So I think it's all going to be all about Blackpink this coming week, unless VeVe drops something else that they sometimes do after this stream. But yeah. And on that note, guys, I got to start winding down the space because it's getting towards that time. It's getting just past 10:30 here at night in the UK. But I just want to say a big thank you, guys, for taking the time out of your busy days to come and chill in the space with us. Much appreciated. It's been loads of fun. Just chatting about. Started off with a bit of a Marvel Rivals talk this time around, like just going over the coming characters we got, like in the next season. Just a casual talk about some of the ones we're not familiar with, what's coming, and talk about Ember Frost, covering a bit of VeVe news. A little bit of film talk, but guys, before I get to the giveaway, is there anything else that anybody wants to cover before I start winding down the space? Actually, just because I see Richard Holly Frijole there listening in the background, I do believe he had something he wanted to add as well. But Richard, if you want to come up to the stage and you can say your piece if you like. If not, totally cool. But yeah, is there anything else that anyone else would like to add before we start winding down?
No, well, I would just like to thank everyone for coming in.
Oops,
And
I was not supposed to do that.
man, awesome space. We covered so many characters, man. So I was having a blast, of course, to talk about all that kind of stuff, man. Awesome space really made my weekend really awesome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Like I said, it's always a pleasure to have you here when you can, Richard. And also as well, for those who aren't familiar, Comics Exhibition. Also, California Comics was there listening there in the background as well, but obviously he's been called away for daddy duties, as he does. Also, a big supporters of my YouTube channel, Get to the Comics. And again, I always appreciate you guys supporting that channel as well, myself, and also just the Web V space as well. Really do appreciate it, and it does help out a lot. So from me to you, thank you so much. And also to everyone else out there who just takes the time to listen. It's you guys, the listeners who make this channel what it is. Just interacting in the chat, just saying hi, coming up and speaking when you can. And that's what it's all about, guys. It's just all about basically getting together, nerding out, and just having fun. I'm talking about all the different fandoms, and just having a good time doing it. And hang on, so I just realized I had a request. There he is. So it's here we go. We got Richard up to the stage. Richard, Holly Frijole. Richard, how are you, sir?
Oz. Hey, everyone on stage and down below. I actually wasn't really planning to come up, but should we talk about my FA on Get to the Comics? Was that what you were hinting at?
Yeah, we can do. I was gonna say, so yeah, guys, we do have a little something coming for Get to the Comics this coming Friday, because unfortunately, guys, I'm gonna have to let you out on a little secret. It is pre-recorded because, like, life and schedules and stuff like that, and also because I'm going away with during the weekend with the family. But we had some little fun stuff. So Richard, did you want to let everyone in on what's coming, but while I quickly bring up some visual stuff? Yeah, if not, totally cool. Well, all I'm going to say is basically, guys, hang on, let me bring this up. Yep, well, here we go. I'm basically bringing up the banner right now. I just had to try and, because I didn't have a pre-done. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is what we've got coming next for Get to the Comics. So check this out. Boom. We have got none other than Marvel Zombies #1. And it was a really fun read, a lot of fun. And guys, there is a giveaway involved in this read, but you have to pay attention to it because it's one of those blink and you'll miss it moments. So we won't spoil it with any details. But it's a bit different. It's a bit unusual, and you can tell people what's up for grabs if you like, Richard, or we can just say tune in and find out for yourself.
Yeah, the winner can DM me and we can figure out the prizes. But I'm thinking about like two prizes around $15 to $20 value. It can be a VeVe item that I just floor for $1. It could be crypto. You know, we can figure that out. Some other NFT. But yeah, hopefully people enjoy it and pay close attention, because let's just say that, I guess it's giving away, but you gotta let us know in the comments the mistakes that we did in the reading.
That's it.
And then anyone that comments that and spots it will get randomly thrown into a wheel, and then we'll draw it later.
That's it, and that will be that'll be drawn next week on the following episode of Get to the Comics, which I'll have another a great guest on, because we've got a bit of a lineup coming on this week. But yeah, guys, stay tuned. Check it out, get involved, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm gonna step down, but hey, Oz, I never told you I did get an air fryer. Happy with it.
Did you? Excellent.
Yeah. But hey, everyone, nice to say hi to everyone. I'm gonna step down now. Gotta go.
All right, no worries.
Thanks, Oz.
Yeah, thanks, Richard. Always a pleasure to have you when you come up, guys. And make sure you check out Richard's, because I believe you got a YouTube channel as well. We do basically showcase all your creations. I did love that one you did of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Very, very cool. And also he's an ambassador for Farside, which is
Fairside, yeah.
Fairside, that's the one.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, check it out, because they offer basically insurance products, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's retail wallet insurance for all your digital assets, RWAs, crypto, NFTs, multi-chain. Doesn't cover. I got myself some, and I have my Solana wallet, my ETH wallets, Bitcoin wallets. Just, safety net. But anyways, yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, no worries at all.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah, take care, mate.
Good
Have a good one. Okay, so guys, that's coming on Friday, yeah. So now let's get into this giveaway, because you guys have been patient. You guys have made it all the way to the end. I'm going to give everyone one last chance to get those hashtags in, because right now I've got 17 entries. Get over to the Web V Collective's YouTube channel and put in hashtag Emma Frost, or get over to my X page, Osman Collect 63, and tune into the live stream element of this show. And get in a hashtag Emma Frost. You can see it basically scrolling at the bottom of the stream the whole time we've been streaming. So get them in. Last chance, because once this thing is gone, that is it. I'm going to run it. And yeah, guys, it's been a lot of fun. And yeah, always a pleasure hanging with you guys whenever you can. And also a big thank you to Richard for coming up and speaking. Big thank you to Key for coming up and speaking as well. Dokta, Casual, Richard, and of course, as always, a big thank you to Josh Collectors on Digital for co-hosting these shows with me. I can't do this without any of you, and it's you guys that help make the space what it is. So thank you so much.
It's been an awesome space, man. I appreciate everyone who came up, and then. Also, Richard, sorry I was a little quiet there for a sec. I was just dealing with something, but your art piece, dude, the Ant-Man art piece is unbelievable. So, I just want people to really understand what goes into doing something like that, and the skill level that you need to have, because that is not easy by any means, and that takes a ton of time. So. You got the tones on the different tones on the skin and everything like that. It looks so real, dude. So unbelievable job. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, make sure to click on his profile photo right now and just scroll down. You'll see it. So
I'm doing one better. I'm actually trying to find it and bring it up on the live stream element so you can see it all for yourself. So here you go, guys. This is it right here. So this is what we're talking about. So it says, yeah, beyond the cover art demo, and this is what he does. So here comes Rick Morales from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Said looking down on everybody. Got the and the detail on this is amazing. It actually looks like the actual proper actor himself. And as you come down here, he's looking down. There's Ant-Man. Yeah.
I mean, that's a prime example right there of you can make anything with simple shapes.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And it's also as well, guys, yeah, so if you enjoyed that content and you want to see more of it, yeah, definitely check it out. Give them a follow, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and just help everyone grow. And that's the same, like, if and any of your favorite content creators, whether that be myself, whether that be Josh, Collector's Gone Digital, KeyComix, make sure you get over there, support his Whatnot shows as well. And actually, just on the subject of Whatnot, I totally forgot. If you guys, I want to say the show is still going. I could be wrong, but Nos Clint apparently has a Whatnot show either happening right now, or he did, I believe, with his son. But just bear with me a second, because I did actually have a bookmark. I just want to quickly point that out, because I thought that was awesome, because anything you do with the father-son thing is awesome, in my opinion. Yeah, actually, sorry, we didn't really get much time to get to the community shout-out part of things, but yeah, I just want to give that here we go, there it is. A quick shout-out while I've still got a little bit of time left. Here it comes. So it says live at 10:30 PST. Pokemon 6 card sets, tied auctions, good vibes, and yeah, it says basically Nos. Oh, hang on, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oops. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out, definitely get over there, give them a support. Anybody doing shows on Whatnot, whether that be KeyComix, whether that be Key Nino as well. So you listen there in the background as well. Make sure you give him support as well, because his shows are amazing as well. Great experience, along with KeyComix. And also, yeah, Nos is getting in there as well. So make sure you get in there, follow, like, subscribe, all that jazz as well. And just support your favorite content creators. And just, even if you can't do it financially by purchasing any of their products, just get in there and just interact, say hi. Just let them know that you are there, you are listening. And just gives everyone a bit of fuel to keep going. And, yeah. So, let's...
Hey, can I add one thing, bro?
Absolutely.
No, you're freaking amazing, bro. Thank you. Hey, I just posted up top. VeVe Radio has their own X account, so if you don't follow them, give them a follow. Richard, I just gave Fairside a follow, bro, and yo, that was hella dope. I like how Collector's Gone Digital made it seem easy what you did. Yo, if you have the shapes, you can do it. Bro, I got the shapes, but I can't do it. Yo, chill that. Hey,
well,
Moranis, yo,
I know it's good, isn't it?
Yo, Rick Moranis. Hey, shout out, Rich. That was dope, man. I didn't see that one coming too, man. That was pretty dope. Also, yeah, man, just looking forward to your next shows. And how are you gonna do that one with Richard, the show, because you guys pre-recorded it? When are you dropping it?
So basically it's gonna be it's gonna be announced later on in the week, so it'll be on Friday. And basically what you have to do is basically watch the episode, and all the way at the end, the instructions will be basically what you need to do. So basically you have to basically follow the instructions and just comment either in the live stream or in the comments after the video is dropped. Either one will be applicable, and whoever can guess it basically will just sort of go like into a wheel of names on the next episode. So not this week, the following week, and then basically we'll just sort of draw it then, and then the winner will get the prize, and we'll go from there. That's the theory anyway.
Okay, thank you. And yeah, Nas show already ended. Shout out to his little man. Yeah, they did a fantastic job, man. His son has a lot of knowledge when it comes to those Pokemon cards. I mean, I'm not surprised his dad's a geek, but that's pretty and I meant that in a joking way, guys. Yo, chill. Hey, shout out to all the nerds, man. But yeah, it was a good show, man.
Yeah, man. Well, that's what the space is all about. Like,
man,
celebrating nerdom, geeking out, fandom. Whether that be Pokemon, whether that be Star Wars, whether that be Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, I don't care what you're into, Harry Potter, we're all for it here. Like, now that's what the space is for. Web V, that's all about value.
Yeah, and
yeah, mate, go on.
Next week Marvel's dropping again the new run of Amazing Spider-Man, and there's a new villain. I hope you guys excited, man, because I know I sound like I'm on a downer, but I really am on a downer right now because I just had a good meal, so I got the itis. But no, man, you guys are gonna be in for a treat with the new Amazing Spider-Man, and there's other books that are coming out this week. But like I said, it's one of those weeks for Marvel where it wasn't banging like last week, so it was like. It was good that they brought out this ASM one during this time because, like, you know, a new Peter Parker, and just a new story. You guys see Black Cat portrayed in a different way. I was no more spoilers, yo, chill. But yeah, you're gonna like him. There's a new villain, like, and this villain, it sort of reminds me like a villain that could have been in DC, but I'm not knowing what else is to come with this villain, but it's pretty different. You know what I'm saying? Like Marvel went a different route, I think, and John Romita Jr. being, you know, on the art, and you know, it's good. So shout out. I don't normally do this, and who's Exhibition, he was talking about like the movies and like why everybody puts so much, you know, so much emphasis on the movies is because the stories pretty much suck from Marvel. I'll be real with you, but you know, every now and again, like this ASM one, like I wish all the stories were like this one, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they dropped a gem here, man. I'm pretty excited. I'm happy for Marvel, man. And so I feel like if they come out with, you know, this story continues on the way it is, then should be good. And we won't have to put so much emphasis on the movies. Like, oh man, the stories suck. Hopefully the movies don't. Yo, chill. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, definitely. No, thanks for that, Key. And also, just going back to VeVe Radio, because I do believe they have a particular sponsor as well. Is VeVe Radio also has a special guest as well that's also been interacting on the YouTube side of things. Is none other than Shorty Poo. So definitely, guys, check in for that one. The time will be at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the 8th of April, and their special guest will be Shorty Poo. And yeah, so VeVe Radio, and also sponsored by KeyComix. So. Tune in for that one, guys, because it's always a fantastic experience, along with all their other channels. Because like, you know, the Real Uncommon podcast, they got loads going on at the moment. And
yo, did you see their little commercial for the Real Uncommon Media Group?
I did. I see, and they do have this one here, which is on X as well. It says, "Let your actions whisper the beginnings of something great, while your silence amplifies the journey ahead." The True Media Group. So it looks like they got some big, juicy stuff in the pipeline. So stay tuned, guys, because looks like things are coming. And of course, a big shout out to Kid Arcade as well. He's dropped some more artwork on OpenSea. Says basically he's available on my website. Just a quick brief over that one as well. There was Josh's space with Mr. Falcon as well, so check that out over on his channel. Collector's Gone Digital. Also as well, I forgot to mention, we also had Josh Emmett as well. He was fighting in Vegas not long ago as well. I do believe the fight is over, and I think he lost on points. I didn't watch it. I haven't been involved with it, but I've just been sort of trying to catch up what's going on. But he did have a giveaway going as well, saying giveaway 1 of 1 first on scale card signed by Josh Emmett, a 5-minute FaceTime call with me as well to enter. Follow and subscribe, and all the details are there on his X page, Josh Emmett. So if that's something that appeals to you, definitely check it out. Give him support as well. Again, he's a fellow VeVe collector, and yeah, apparently I've met him, but I know others out there have in the space, and apparently he's a really lovely guy. So give him support and like, follow, etc., etc.
Yeah, cool dude, man. He had a fight last night, man. Didn't go as planned, but yeah, dude's pretty ripped, man. So
oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's freaking jacked anyway. But yeah, it was a good fight. And again, they'll get him next time.
Exactly. There's always a next time. Just got to get up and just keep going. And yeah, I think that's about all I wanted to shout out. And yeah, basically what I was talking about before about GTA 6 is I saw this trailer online. I'm not sure if this is fan made or this is I think this actually might be fan made, but if this is anything to go by, it looks pretty cool. So it says here, GTA officially set for release on the August 2025, which I don't believe that date at all, but you know, one can dream. Will be the first game in the franchise to enable cryptocurrency payments, etc., etc. I reckon this is a bit of a fake post, but I like the idea behind it, and you never know. This sort of detail might be something to look forward to, but that's what's floating around on X at the moment. And that's gonna have to wrap up the space, guys, because I got to start winding down. It's because it's like getting towards 11 o'clock at night here in the UK, and it's getting towards danger time for me. But yeah, this has been a great space as always, guys. Loads of great conversations. I hope you've all enjoyed the conversation. If you're listening out there in the background, please let me know on the VeVe Collective's YouTube channel or on X with a comment. If there's something you enjoyed, something you didn't enjoy, something you'd like us to cover moving forward, or anything that might help improve the quality of the show. Like I said, guys, I am working on getting the soundboard back up and running. It's just I've got a new computer coming tomorrow, and I've got some fun stuff in the pipeline to make things better. But stay tuned. So, you guys have been patient. You guys have been waiting. Let's do this giveaway. So, if I go over here, we've had plenty of time to get those hashtags in. I've got 17 entries. And unfortunately, I don't have any dramatic music, but we'll have some fun, and we're going to make some. And we'll try and dramatize this a little bit. But again, guys, big thank you to everyone who's taken the time to participate, to tune in. And let's run this giveaway. So, hashtag Emma Frost, got 17 entries. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, so use your imaginations, and we'll try and make this dramatic. So, dun 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 dun. Well, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you've made it to the end of the show. Well done, you did it, yay! And now we're gonna run this giveaway for the VeVe supporter giveaway by VeVe. Thank you so much for that. And let's run it, guys. So here we go. We're spinning the wheel for the supporter giveaway. Good luck for everyone who entered, and the winner is none other than Ronnie Lido! Dun 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 dun! Yay!
Nice one. Congrats.
Awesome.
Man.
So yeah, Ronnie, congratulations to you, mate. You are the winner of the VeVe supported giveaway. So I will flip MC a message. I would suggest for you to do the same, just so he knows that I'm not making things up. And yeah, we'll try and get that out to you ASAP. And on that note, guys, I'm going to have to say my good nights, my good mornings, my good evenings, wherever you might be in the world. This is normally the time of the show where I do play some outro music. Tell you what, you guys probably won't be able to hear it on X, but you'll hear it on YouTube, so I'll play it anyway. And yeah, but yeah, guys, it's been loads of fun. Oh, actually, no, sorry, before I forget about it, I almost forgot. This Wednesday, we've got something special, extravaganza coming. So just bear with me a second, guys, because that could have been very awkward. I had something all lined up, and I nearly forgot about it. So thanks for reminding me, everybody. They're like reminding me of what? We didn't do anything. But just while I find it, we have got this coming. So as you all probably know, we have got our Web V Wednesdays got their 100th episode coming this coming Wednesday. And check this out, guys. So if I do this and I do that, we have got this coming. Check this out. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because this will be posted out there in the X, so you will see this again. But we have got VeVe Wednesday's 100th episode with none other than Web V Man, the protector of value. And up for grabs, guys, we have got some fantastic prizes. We've got one such as this one here. We've got a signed print by none other than David Nakayama, which Dokta Strange has acquired from WonderCon, I do believe. And yeah, that's going to be up for grabs. We've got likes of, we actually got physical prints done by none other than Davo of Web V Man here with the Monster Fighter and Princess V. They're all physical prints as well. This silver one here is actually signed by Davo himself, so they will all be up for grabs as well. We've got some NFTs available as well. We've actually got one or two things contributed by the Real Uncommon podcast as well, so they're going to be up for grabs. So, ladies and gentlemen, you just have to get involved with that. So it's going to be Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 a.m. British Standard Time on the UK side of things on Thursday morning. Just the time we normally have these things. Yeah, guys, get involved. And you have to be there. Be there for the instructions on how to enter this giveaway. And yeah, guys. So yeah, tune in because it's going to be loads of fun, and we're going to have some fun stuff going. And again, a big thank you to Dokta for acquiring the Nakayama print, and a big thank you to Davo as well for providing a good chunk of what we're giving away, and also this amazing character as well, representing Web V, which is V is for value, and this is the guy who's the protector of value. And love it, absolutely love it.
And that's for this Wednesday, Oz?
Yes. And
that's number 100?
Yes, 100th episode.
Hey, throw me in that mix. I don't know. I'll figure out something, but throw me in that mix too, Brody.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kia. I really do appreciate that.
No problem,
so guys, and so on that note, yeah, like I said, guys, if this is something that you kind of interested in, maybe you want to get involved with, you got to be there for instructions, guys, and you got to be there and you got to stay there as well. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. And again, thank you so much to Key for contributing. Thank you so much to the Real Uncommon podcast for contributing. Thank you so much to Dokta for contributing as well. And of course, a massive shout out to Davo for contributing as well to those amazing prints, and to everyone else who's been there for supporting us along the way. A 100th episode. Who ever thought we'd get past like 10? It's been a long way. Big shout out as well to my co-host as well, who was basically spent half the journey with me, Dino. Hope you're doing well, mate, if you are out there and listening. And and also again, big thank you to my current co-host, Dokta Strange, who's joining me for the rest of the journey. Who knows how far we can take it and what's next. But yeah, like guys, we'll have to be there and find out for ourselves. So on that note, guys, I gotta wrap up the space because it's that time and I'm gonna get in trouble soon. But yeah, big thank you to everyone who's taking the time to listen in. Big thank you to everyone who's participated in the giveaway. Big congratulations to Ronnie Lido as well for winning the VeVe supported giveaway. Massive shout out to the Web V supportership, our sponsor, California Comics. And as well, I might as well chuck Richard Comics Xhibition a shout out as well for being a supporter in our co-pilots program for Get to the Comics, and just being an awesome individual and just supporting myself, Web V, and Get to the Comics, and just being here with me and enjoying the journey and the experience. And yeah, and that's about all I've got to say, guys. So yeah, on that note, I've got to run. But let me just get some outro. I mean, the outro music might not come through clear on the X side of things. I do apologize, guys. I got plans to fix it, but you can hear it on the YouTube side of things. So you listen to the playback, and this is again courtesy of Dokta Strange. Big thank you as well for providing these outro tracks. And yeah, I'm going to play it right now. Is it that one? That one. Yep, that one. Okay, so guys, yeah, I've been your host, narrator, presenter, Osmond Collect 63. This has been Web V Weekends, episode 73. Make sure you tune in next week, this coming Wednesday, for Web V Wednesday's 100 episode. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be spectacular, and it's going to have a good fun doing it. But until then, guys, take care. Have a good one, and we'll talk more soon.
Giveaways, insights, good digital flight. Yo, welcome to the Web V scene. Every Sunday we convene. Osman and Josh on the mic, keeping it keen. From Marvel to DC, we're living a dream. With Twitter X, you two strings, those on the team. We're talking comic flicks, Web 3 magic. NFTs and cryptos, digital worlds, fantastic. VeVe license, what's like the other? Collectors unite, connecting like a brother. Web V, because me, the vibes are right. Let's go. Giveaways and insights, take the digital flight.